Hello there, a warm welcome to you. Well, I think we've started with quite a prompt start here. Hello Chronobaggy, hello David, hello Gumdio, hello Dave P. Can you hear me okay? We'll start there. Hello Tom. So we're getting through Monday, so we're going to kick back now and relax. Hello there Julie. Just doing a bit of testing first of all. Can everyone hear me okay? I think you can. It's saying that it's broadcasting okay. You can hear me? Brilliant stuff. So let's get this window down here behind the scenes. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. Monday's always a bit of a tricky day of the week, isn't it, to get through? But I've lined up some games for you. Got a bit of a mixture here, so we should have a nice bit of fun, bit of chat, and all that sort of stuff. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, David. Let me know the sound is okay. So what we're going to look at this time, I've queued up a few games. We might get through all these, we might not. But if we don't, then obviously we might look at those tomorrow if we do another stream. Hello there, Pum Bum Reader. Glad you could join me. Join us all today. Thank you. So we're going to be looking at Through the Wall. Yep, a really old game by Sinclair Research, right at the start of the 48k Spectrum, at least, from 1982. Bit of a breakout clone, that one. Then we're going to dive into Worst Things Happen at Sea, which is a couple of years later by Silversoft, where you control a robot which must help a ship get to its destination by repairing water leaks and oil. Then Paperboy, I'm sure you've heard of that one, by Elite Systems in 86. Magenta Jim, a homebrew we looked at quite recently by Gaz Marshall. And then I thought I'd have a go at Jet Set Willy 2, only because I want to see if I can get to the spaceship there, which really advanced beyond the first game there. And then Space Raiders, another classic, a shooter from 82. And we'll see how we get on with those. That's enough to be getting on with, isn't it, really? So let's load Through the Wall. We're going to go through the wall, people. It's quite a basic game, this one. So let's get going with that. If I can get the thing to load. Right, here we go. Oops, this is a good start, isn't it? I'm having a problem already. Now, I'm sure I can sort this. I'm sure I can sort this all out. Right, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. So there's only 3 controls on this one. Yep, Jason, yep, Paperboy and Jet Set Willy 2. So we're going to start off quite basic, right at the start of the Spectrum 48Ks run. Sinclair Research, Through the Wall. There's only 3 keys on this one, O and P, as it goes through there, and Cap Shift to accelerate, as I immediately miss the ball. Now, this is probably the first game I played on the ZX Spectrum. Let me know what your first one was in that comment section below. But this come on the Horizons tape, 1982, provided with the Spectrum. So it doesn't get too much more retro than this. Here we go. Oh, look at that. I missed the thing. It was the first one I played as well, Julie. Now, the problem with this, well, it isn't a problem really. It's the bricks at the corners of the screen are always the hardest to get. I think the first time I played this, I must have been all about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. And now I'm playing it, well, in my mid-40s. There we go. But I can still move. I can still move despite being in my mid-40s, as you might have seen from that dance video. So thank you, everyone that showed that a bit of love. Oh, look, I'm not going to get through there, am I? Oh, man. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. He can do this thing. He moves quick. He moves quick. Yeah, Paperboy is by Elite in 1986, not to get confused with the game actually called Elite. Cap Shift's supposed to make this thing go quicker. I don't think it is on my computer, is it? Ugh. You can break into this game to make the bat bigger if you're good at programming and all that sort of stuff. Right, boom. He's doing okay. It's a square ball. Now, the trick with this game, of course, is to try and get the ball behind the wall so it attacks it from behind. Stephen, you have the original Horizons cassette. That's fantastico. Our Spectrum, I think, this is being emulated, believe it or not. Our Spectrum is up in the loft. It's got a few dents in it, but I think we still got the original manual that went with the Horizons thing. It's like an orangey, sort of like brown colour, which is like a cityscape in the background, it seems to remind me of. I'll have to dig that out, because you do get a nice retro feeling from looking at all that old stuff, really. Okay. The text adventures moving, yeah, I had a few. I had The Hobbit, I think, and also Adrian Mole. I've reviewed The Hobbit, but I haven't reviewed Adrian Mole so far. I think on that one, I think it came on a number of different tapes, and you had to try and get a percentage and please Pandora And there was a bully in Adrian Mole, wasn't there? I don't know what his name was. I get the names mixed up with Grange Hill. Hello, my Snopic, if I said that right. I'm playing the game and glancing at the comments at the same time. So I am grateful that you've dropped by this live stream with the amount of choice available on YouTube. So thank you for showing this some love. Hopefully it can pick up, but it's off to a wonderful start because this is only the 4th live stream we've done and we're only still trying to show our way. It's all about having a bit of fun, isn't it? Kicking back, sharing those memories, the conversations going in the comments section as well, I'm sure. And I will try and keep you entertained for this 2 hours. Oh dear, excellent. Now that brickwork out there at the corner is a very hard one to get. When you're getting that, you know you're actually winning. Maths programs don't sound overly exciting, Julie. We didn't have any maths programs, but I think I escaped that one really. The spectrum as an educational thing, I suppose a lot of parents went for that back in the day. Hello, Elf Boy. Red Moon. I haven't reviewed that as of yet. Oh, I thought I was going to get that green block then. So we're starting off as basic as it possibly could go. Pum Pum, your mum dug out your Spectrum games. I've just managed to read half of that from the cover a week ago. Cool, that's a treasure trove from the past, isn't it? That's like a time capsule. Fantastico. Sir Lancelot and the Colour of Magic. I've reviewed Sir Lancelot, I think. It's maybe one we could do in a live stream. The Colour of Magic, is that based anything on the book, the Discworld book, by Terry Pratchett? I'm a big fan of Discworld, so if it is, it might be worth having a go. So now, this game is always a bit of a problem. You're right, Gumdio. These corner bricks, I could be knocking this ball around all day and not getting these corner bricks at all. Right, it's these half corner ones. There's obviously some sort of a tactic. Thanks, Moomin. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Terry Pratchett. Is that out in the Spectrum then? The Colour of Magic, is it? I've been meaning to reread these books. I've got them all on the shelf there. What come after the Colour of Magic? It was the Light Fantastic, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah. Channel Fadge. I presume that's a joke. Can everyone see Channel Fadge's comment there? Jack and the Beanstalk. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. Even the thumbnail I've done on that says the word "ah" on it. Yeah, Discworld for the win. Right, I've got 2 of these bricks left. Is that going to get one? No. We might have to abandon this in a minute if I don't get these bricks. Yeah, Light Fantastic. I knew you'd know, Julie. It's the Fifth Elephant. I think the Fifth Elephant come out. That was a novel by Terry Pratchett. Came out at the same time as the Fifth Element, which is quite confusing. Yeah. It could take an hour to do this last brick, or we might get out of here because no one wants to see. Oh, thanks, Dave. That's incredible. Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Now, donations do really, really help this channel, especially at the moment. No matter what the value is, I'm absolutely super grateful. So there's super chats, there's super stickers, and that's a rather grand sticker you've used there. I haven't seen that one before. Score 544. So there we go. Jack and the Beanstalk was great. Is there 2 Jack and the Beanstalk games and I don't know one of them? Thank you, Dave. Awesome stuff. Yes, that's super chats there and that's super stickers. There's also coffee as well. So I don't think we can get too much more gameplay out of Through the Wall, but I hope you're sufficiently warmed up now. You've got your 8-bit eyes on for some serious gameplay, or at least semi-serious if it's me playing it. Right, so let's have a look. We want to be playing Worst Things Happen at Sea, and it does play the hornpipe here. You've read all 42 Discworld novels. Is there 42 of them? I think I might have a few. Missing here. Yeah. So yeah. Jack and the Beanstalk on the Commodore 64. Yeah, I think I played it on there as well. It wasn't much better, was it really? Worst Things Happen at Sea. First of all, it's telling you what to do if you don't know. But we've got this ship. You can see the map there on the top left. We've got to get that boat from, Dover to Calais, let's say, without our robot power going down. Now, you can see these instructions here. Thanks, Dave. Hello, Drummer Mac. Glad you could join us here. We're going to be playing... what is this? Worst Things Happen at Sea. What's happened to my brain? There's a recharge chamber, because if your robot hits water, it loses energy. Now, most of the time in this game, I was only exploring the first bit of the boat, because I didn't have the skills to get to the end. But hopefully I can get there. I believe you, the Football Channel HD. Yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk, eh? Oh, I bought that for £1.99, the same shop I bought Finders Keepers. And Finders Keepers, I hadn't read any reviews, and that was such a good game. I thought, I'm onto a winner here. Next time I went in, it was Jack and the Beanstalk, and yeah. Check out that review if you wanna, but definitely don't buy it. Right. So what are the keys on this? I've written it down. I had problems with the joystick last time. A driver went. So all of these games I'm going to be doing on the keyboard. We're not at home to Mr. Cockup, as they said once in Blackadder. Right. Remember, water damages your cargo. I hope you're taking a note of this, because I might be asking you there. Elite Dave. That's one of the games I haven't played on the Spectrum, but it's supposed to be getting good reviews on there. The only sort of like space games I've done sort of like that are the Star Wars ones and 3D Star Strike, which is an absolute beauty. Right, these are the keys I'm going to use. We're playing the hornpipe. Popeye's not in this one, you'll be glad to know. Any Popeye game I've played has been awful. I heard the arcade games quite represent a room in the ship, and there's going to be leaks that spring. Oh dear, if I can get this right. There's going to be leaks that spring that we need to patch up because the boat will sink otherwise, right? Right. You'll soon get the idea of this if you don't know about it. So we go down here, and there's a leak. So we plug that one, and we need to pump out the water if we can get a pump handle. So we're looking for a pump handle now. So this is how you go. Oh, there's no pump handle there. You can warp to another room forward, but it does cost you a bit of energy like that, and there's a pump handle. Right, see, the boat is making good progress on the top left. On this first stage, you only have to patch the leaks. Later on, there'll be oil, and then later on, you have to do the course corrections as well, right? You've got it. Right, so, put that on. Pump, 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 pump. All the time you'll see in the top, my robot power is gradually going down. If that reduces, then we've had it. If you've ever been on a ship repairing leaks, I don't know why I ask these questions, then comment below. Well, not comment below, it's in the thing, isn't it? Spanners are very helpful. That is very true. That is very true. Right, down we go. And it's leaking down here as well. There. Oh, no, I put it in the wrong place. Oh, no. Nick. I think I've just wasted things. Now, we're really running out of energy here. So I need to get back to the first screen and recharge, or we're in big trouble. Yeah. I was doing a bit of rapping there. It's hard. It's hard reading the comments and at the same time playing the game. But I'm glad. There we go. Every time I do one of these live streams, I always get a little bit. My heart pumps a little bit at the start. Pump, 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 pump. Because I always wonder, is it going to work? Because the internet is iffy, isn't it? At best of times. Right. I think that room's okay. But one day I might upgrade my internet. There. Right. Okay. Right, sorry Chronobaggy, I don't know what YouTube does. It's like half censored your comment, but I can sort of like read it, and you said absolutely nothing rude at all. So I don't know what it's doing there. I haven't got too much control over that. Yeah, Spectrum Tetris. I think I've got that somewhere. I did have it. Right, 2 leaks. Bomb. Yeah, see, look at the robot power goes down quite quick when there's water. And I think that's going to cost us. I think we're going to lose. Oh, and it's sprung a leak in here as well. What's going on? I think. Oh, because I've left the flap open. Don't leave your flap open. That's advice. Oh look, the guy's died. Ugh. Right. Okay. Right. So the boat is about halfway across. We're cooking on gas, whatever that means. Later on you can steer the ship with this, going left and right, but we don't need to do it now, so let's let go of the steering wheel. Don't steer the ship. Let's up the energy again. You'll see the back of the boat there is pretty much full up completely with water. If this was the Titanic, we'd be in big trouble. Yeah, that Popeye game, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure about that Popeye game. It did have big sprites. It was clever, but I like some of Don Priestley's other games a little bit better with big sprites. There was Trapdoor, wasn't there? That's probably my favourite one of his. Flunky was quite good. I'm making a bit of a Horlicks of this one. Maybe I could just hide. Maybe I could just hide in the front of the ship. Oh look, the problem is the transporter thing, the regenerator, doesn't work if you've got water in there. Oh no, this looks like disaster. This looks like disaster. You can't pick up two things at the same time. Oh no. Can that ship get to the end before we're dead? I don't know. Now, stage 1 of this game is supposed to be quite easy, and only a nincompoop would fail to do it. And that seems to be what's happening here. Oh no. Battletoads on the... did that come out on the Spectrum? It came out, I played it on the Mega Drive the other day. It's been a bit wet in here. Let's warp. Let's warp like we did last summer. Oh, it don't work, does it? Okay, I'll be able to feed myself and everything. Thank you very much, Dave. What's that sticker? That's a little Tweety bird with a cup of tea. And I certainly like tea. Right, so, let's clear the water. Let's take that spanner thing with us here. Right. Oh, no. Where's my patches? Oh, I've got oh, the boat sunk. I've got to at least have another go at this. This game is called Worst Things Happen at Sea, Gregor. There you go. So I need to have another go. I think on the Amstrad CPC, someone did tell me before, it was known as something else. Was it Dream Sailor, I think? Was it Dream Sailor on the Amstrad CPC? 3D Ant Attack, it is a great game. I always found it quite difficult to control 3D Ant Attack. But it's a good game. It was revolutionary for the time, wasn't it, really? Right, so let's try and do a bit better this time. Let's concentrate. Let's get this boat at least across. I think where I was caught out was there was none of these things on the first one. Normally you get quite a good run at it to start off with. Bloop. Right, so not all boat trips are like this, Jason. What you do is, right, you put more than one robot on your ship. That's probably the best. Now, can we get at least one ship over to the other side? And then my job as a sort of like a seafarer is probably a success. Right, so there we go. There can only be a maximum of 3 leaks in any place. It don't have more than 3. That's boat physics for you. So I know I'll probably be okay. Right, so this is going much better now. This is going much better. The ship is about, I don't know, what do you reckon, about 1/5 of the way across? This is going good, right. Oops. Here we go. Thanks, Dion. I'm at the helm. I always favoured a speedboat, really, but we've got to get the cargo. We've got to get the cargo to a safe place, which is over there, wherever that place is. Right, okay. Handles, water music. Can I just... I know it's a bit sneaky. Can I just get down and patch that other bit before I run out of energy? This is a bit of a risk. I should have looked up a poke on this one. Right, that's that patched up. Let's get my little spanner handle. Don't lose your spanner handle about on boats. That's a good tip for you. Even if you're not on a boat, it's good. If anyone has been on the Titanic, comment below. I don't think you would have been on the Titanic. I haven't got a poke. Well, there are pokes available for this one day, but I didn't look them up because I'm a nincompoop. I thought I'd be okay. See, up the energy. I thought I'd be okay for at least one crossing, but now I'm starting to doubt myself that maybe I won't be good enough for a crossing. I mean, there's obviously some tactics to use here because the back of the boat is actually really flooded with stuff. You don't want to leave the doors open or the boat will get flooded extra quickly. But as you can see, as a kid, this would have inspired the imagination. You would have been on here quite a while. Oh look, I can't patch it up with a spanner. That's an... Oh no, perhaps I am a spanner. Right, we need a patch. We need a patch, folks. Right, that'll do. Oh God. I'm going to lose a robot here. Close the door. That's what I say. Can we get down and up without losing the energy? I hope Jaws doesn't arrive. Actually, that reminds me. There's a couple of... Oh, look, energy's gone. There's a couple of Jaws games. One's called Jaws. What the other one was called? There's one that was sort of like where you was a shark actually eating people. There was a PlayStation 4 game recently come out where you're doing that. But obviously they've been influenced by that ZX Spectrum game. I can't remember what it was called. It was a bit of a curio. Reviewed it a few months ago, I think. A few months ago. Yeah, okie dokie. Jaws, I can't remember. I can't remember if Jaws was good or not. I think it might have been. I think it might have been. Yeah. Right, okay. Was there water down here? I forgot. There was. Let's get pumping. Put on your favourite disco music or gym music or something. Oh, look at that. My energy's not looking good at all. Oh, yeah. This robot's going to sacrifice himself. Now, look at the ship. The ship is almost at the end there. Do you reckon I should just hide in this room like a chicken and maybe make it? Because you only die when the whole boat is flooded. Although the more it gets flooded with water, the slower it does get. Yeah. If you know some other boat games, then comment in there. I'll try and make a mental note of them because I do. We're almost reviewed 700 ZX Spectrum games on the channel, pre-recorded. But I pretty much caught up with the reviews. There's about 25,000 in there. ZX Spectrum games and maybe more. So you know it's enough to keep us going for quite some time. Aha! Right, back of the net. Oh, where are we gonna get there? Right, okay. I think we just got enough time to get through. You'll see on that gauge on the top right, the magenta. So the ship's half filled with water at the moment. Half filled with water. I hope they've insured this thing. They should have employed more robots, really, if that's going to go. But the ship has only got about a centimetre to go. We've done it. Hooray! Good evening, How to Retro. Another stream is underway. We looked at Through the Wall, and now we're looking at Worst Things Happen at Sea. Worst Things Happen at Sea, of course, Silversoft in 1984, as we get on to the second stage. Now, this is when I sort of like run out of talent. Some people might argue I never started with any, but anyway. So there seems to be a big bunch of you in the chat, so thank you very much, and thanks again to Dave, who he sent 2 super stickers, which is a good thing to do. So that always cheers me up when I see those. It gives me energy to go on, not just now, but in the channel completely. So what we're doing next is on this. I think stage 2, the ship might get hot as well, so we've got to find oil. But I'm going to do the same tactics again and see what happens. Did many of you have this game back in the day? It's one of the games that I had sort of like the original of there. Right, pump that. Evening, Roberts. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're okay, mate. So we're just chilling here. We're just chilling and relaxing, as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air once said. But I can't see the Fresh Prince in the chat. He might join a bit later. Right. Someone might know all the lyrics of that song, but I won't sing it because I want to spare you. You have to put up enough of my singing in the general reviews. Hooray! Right, okay. Yeah, Sailor's Delight. Yeah, I think, was it you that told me in the comment section below on the video? I think it might have been. I think a couple of people do, or someone told me on Twitter, I think. Okay, right. Well, right, so let's do a bit of patching. There's oil in the ship. Oh, what's happening now is you see the course. You see the course there above robot power. The boat is drifting off course, which is also slowing us down. So periodically I have to get to the front of the ship and steer it back on course. Yeah. So I hope you're not waiting for any retro games to be delivered by this ship, because they might be a little bit damp. But it's not my fault. I'm just a robot. Right. Back to the front of the ship. The value of the stuff at the moment is 10,420. Oh yeah, the yacht on Jet Set Willy. There was a rumour on that, wasn't there? You could do a cheat, and there we go. So I'm steering it wherever I want. You can do a cheat, and there was like a secret island, wasn't there, or something back there? So that's the ship back on course. I mean, I don't know why the ship's steering itself off course. I mean, they should. I mean, it's less reliable than my joystick. They should just get a better steering wheel. You can see already that the boat is quite flooded at the back there, but the boat is almost halfway through. I won't risk trying to pump it this time. Let's do a warp. It costs us a bit of energy, but gets us back here. Right. Okay. Oh, so there's no cheat. You just trip the switch and head to the yacht, and that works. Well, was there any actually objects on the the island? I don't think you had to go there to complete the game, did you at all? Right. Here we go. Let's pick up a patterns boundary. Oh no, I don't think that one's actually leaking. Actually, those two rooms look quite stable. I think. Oh, look at that. See, there's a pixels which makes it go either side there. Oh, that's it. That's closed the door. Down here, do a bit of patching. The boat's almost halfway across. Patch that, and then get pumping. Work out. Robot power still looking quite good. The ship's already half filled with water. Check out the lower decks there. If you was on a cruise ship and that was the room your cabin was in, you wouldn't be overly happy. Right. An apple. Let's zip up the energy again. Good. An apple. Oh, on the jungle. That's it. I'm a bit slow on the uptake here. Yeah, so we will be having a look, time permitting, on Jet Set Willy 2 a bit later on. And I just want to remember to see if I can get to the rocket ship, which I think from memory it was, you went up the rope on We Must Perform a Quicker Fleeg to get to the watchtower, I think. And then if you headed straight up, it then was the rocket, and it put you in a spacesuit, which as a kid I always thought that was super cool. Right, as you can see, the ship steered way off course now as I go into my reverie. Oh no! Oh no! Where did all this water come from? Right, fortunately it's all coming from below deck, so I don't think we can. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right, pumping. But the leak's coming up. The boat hasn't got too far to go, has it really? Maybe we should hide. What would you do in this situation? Would you hide in the front of the ship like a nincompoop that I'm going to do? It's only a bit to go. Booty's a good game. I think Booty has had a remake done, hasn't it? I think Booty might have had a remake. Certainly a homebrew there, which we're going through the homebrews every Wednesday, so maybe I should get that on the list. There's a game I meant to come to as well. Attack Attack's one of my favourite games of all time, and I believe it's come out where it has on the Commodore 64 quite recently. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look. Thanks, Chono Baggy. Thank you for that. Right, so although the boat's like almost 3/4 of the way filled up with water, I think we're going to make it to the end, aren't we? We could probably hide in here for a bit. The value of we've done it. Thanks, Channel Fadge. Thank you, Channel Fadge. I have to check that one down. And Paul Jenkinson, he's good. We might be coming to one of his games soon. Paul Jenkinson, one of his homebrews. Right. So we're on the third stage now, which is I was hoping I'd get to. And this time we need to patch the leaks, steer the ship back on track, and also collect oil, which is a bit pushing it for me and my skill set. If anyone completed this, then let me know. The problem with the original Booty, they're looking at, is a parrot come down, didn't there, and along one of the ledges, and it quite often is in that way. There's no way of getting out the way of the thing. That's the only thing with it. But I did like Booty. Pump. Yeah, I've got to see that. I mean, I've queued up, because we haven't done it so far, but I've queued up to look at a couple of games. One on the Super Nintendo, the SNES. I've never done a SNES game. And the Nintendo 64, possibly in the coming week. So watch this space. I think if you want to do a serious retro gaming channel, you can't limit yourself just to a few systems, although it will be mainly on the ZX Spectrum we look at here. I will be looking periodically at other stuff as well. Hooray! Right. Yeah, the Nintendo 64, I was always like mesmerised by that system. I didn't own it, but when I was walking past back in the day Virgin Megastore, I see it playing there, and it was like Super Mario World, I think sometime was on there, and that was outstanding. And also there's a Formula 1 game, so I really like my racing games. I was transfixed with that as well. It looked absolutely excellent, but I never got to play it because the PlayStation come along, and I just got into that. I just got into that instead. Yeah, doobie-doop-doop. What year was the Nintendo 64? Was that like 94, 96? Was it in sort of like that sort of area? Yeah, it was a giant leap forward, wasn't it, really? Donkey Kong Country, that's something I need to write down as well. Yeah. But yeah, so many good ones. I never owned a Game Gear, but you might have seen the Game Gear Micro has been announced, hasn't it, with a screen of about 1.1 inches. It's the stupidest idea ever. Super Mario Brothers, yeah, the closest I've ever got to Super Mario Brothers really was the Great Giana Sisters on the Commodore Amiga, both the original and then they did a remake. It was really good on the Commodore 64 actually, the Great Giana Sisters. But the closest I've got to, I suppose, might be Manic Pietro, which is Manic Pietro, it's, what is it? It's Homebrew by Christian Gonzalez, that's it. It's a real good game, that one. Right, let's steal the ship back on course. You see the temperature gauge is going up a little bit. Let's steer that back on, there we go. Right, the thing is though, the oil is right at the back of the ship, and that's a bit tricky to get at. Banjo-Kazooie. Is that a bit like Crash Bandicoot? Is that completely different? Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, I think there's less games on those systems, isn't there, than on the ZX Spectrum. I think the Nintendo 64, has that got about 300 games? You might know a bit more than me. It's less, but so I might have a chance of actually reviewing all of those, which is always the aim. I think one of the main games on the, was it Nintendo 64 or the SNES? GoldenEye 64. That's the one everyone raves about, isn't it? That game there. So I might have to look at that, test my skills out at some point. I mean, if I had the time, I would, well, I'd review more and more games. It's all about the revenue coming into the channel, what I can and can't do. So thank you, Dave, for using the super chat. That really, really helps. Good stuff. Right. So I've got that handle. See, look, the ship's getting a bit hot now. I need to risk getting to the back of the ship. You'd think, wouldn't you, that the water would cool the ship down. So I'm going to put oil in here. I think this robot's going to die. Right, so that's cooled it down a little bit, I think, is it? Yes. Oh, the ship's exploded. Dave, you're going crazy. Thank you. This is a one-man army here. Thanks, Dave. You're keeping me going big style here. It's another sticker. First, fist bump. Well, I give you a fist bump. Hooray! All hail Dave. All hail Dave, everyone. Thank you, Dave P. Good, good, good. Rare or fantastic at developing. I can't believe you, Dave. You're awesome. I love you. Right. I think I think we'll load another one now. What do you think? I think it's time for a bit of back to your paper round. GoldenEye hasn't aged well. That's a shame. Now let's take you back to a time where you might have had a paper round. You might not have done, but a lot of us did have paper rounds. And as we know, we didn't just deliver the papers, of course. We actually threw it through people's windows. Oh, thank you, Channel Fadge. Look at that. Get good with that crazy hippo. I do like that. There's a lot of stickers, isn't there? I'm loving seeing those. There we go. So it's getting a bit of momentum here. Hooray! I might even be able to make a success of this thing. Who knows? Yes, thank you, Channel Fadge. Awesome, awesome. So let's load, as a celebration for what just happened, let's just load Paperboy, if I can find it. It's in here somewhere. Right. Let's load. Right. I'm working on it, folks. I'm working on it. Oh, I thought I had it in a file. I'm determined to find this thing. Paperboy, got it. There, I've got it. There we go. There we go. So, the keys on this one, because we're doing keys, not joystick, it's Q, A, O, and P. And N is to fire the newspapers, which I'm sure you already know. Now, this is a game I do have a poke on, right? So I try and do it properly first of all. If I'm rubbish, we'll put a poke on, which may or may not work, for invincibility. And we'll try and do the whole week, because we're only on Monday. If we can fast forward through to Friday, then we've cheated, haven't we? Right. This is the no other version of Paperboy looks quite like this. The Spectrum went its own way on this one. All the others are like got classic colours, so you need to deliver papers to the subscribers who've got this there, right? And smash the windows of non-subscribers. Here's all the non-subscribers, smash their windows, and avoid all obstacles, right? I can't really remember how this game goes. So smash all these people. We're good, right? So it's very monochrome, it's blue and black, but it's classic Spectrum as with Bomb Jack. That's a good mention, Elf Boy. That's one we can have a look at some point. So this game of Paperboy is slightly easier, I think, than other versions. But you know, I loved it back in the days. We avoid that. I call it a donut, but I think it was supposed to be a tyre. Let's take out that guy and his tricycle. That's it. You should, you know, he's too old for tricycles. Actually, I shouldn't say that thing. You can do anything you want to. You're never too old for anything. Yeah. Except maybe go to playgroup. If I went to playgroup age 45, I think the police would be called. But most of the time, you know what I mean, don't you? Most of the time, you can do what you want. Let's deliver a paper there. This is Monday. So there should be an assault course. Right, let's try and get the assault course. Oh, we splooshed there. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I love Jason as well. Thank you, Jason. Much, much appreciated. All hail Jason Holmes. Hooray! Good stuff. Right, so... did I do that? No, we're on Tuesday now. We're on Tuesday, so we're already better than being on Monday. We're going through time here, folks. We don't need a DeLorean. We don't need a TARDIS. Thanks, Jason. I know I get a bit flippant about it. I really appreciate that, and it makes a huge difference to me at the moment. Thank you very much. As hopefully I'm keeping you sufficiently entertained, which I will do. I'll try and put up as much content as I can do without the sake of it getting boring or rubbish. It's always important to maintain enthusiasm, because if you've got no enthusiasm, if you don't know what you're doing, then that's going to come across in the video, and it's not going to be fun. And I like fun. I like fun. Bugaboo. That I think, yeah, we could do that. I haven't reviewed Bugaboo. It's a good game. Is that by Ultimate Bugaboo? I'm not quite sure. Was it by Ultimate? I think it's one of the ones. There's something. I think I might be mixing up. Is that Bugaboo the Flea? Is that the full title of that one? I'm getting a rare memory of that one. Yeah. Oh, right. So we're on Tuesday, we're going good. There should be more and more obstacles, but it does look quite right. There's a tyre that wasn't there before. Let's drift round there with great style. Deliver the paper to that twit. Good. Would you get a newspaper in this street if I was delivering? Right, let's try and get up the ramps this time. Buff. Buff, buff. Do your own buffs there in the comments section as we go up here. And we've done it. We've got to the end. Good stuff. Okay, I think there was a Paperboy 2, wasn't there? I think. Was there a Paperboy 2? There might have been a Paperboy 2. I don't think actually, my memory's going now. Did I review Paperboy 2? Oh, who's this twit? Well, we bumped into him. I reviewed it on the Mega Drive, I think, and maybe the Commodore Amiga. The difference with Paperboy 2 is you have to deliver on both sides of the street. That's a bomb about to go off. Whoa. Now, it has been said in a lot of reviews that the collision detection isn't great on this, and it's right, really. If you hit something by the nearest pixel, you'll be dead in terms of your Paperboy career. But sometimes you might think you're past an object when you're not, and that gets pretty much tighter when you're there. That's okay, Stephen. It don't matter being late. People will come and go, I'm sure. But hopefully I can ease some of your stress and keep you entertained. We're going for, well, we started at 6, but we will be going, hopefully, for more or less a couple of hours. So still lots and lots of fun to be had. And as I say, all being well, if this goes well, which is going quite well so far, we'll possibly do one tomorrow. Also, I hinted it last time. Oh, I'm in trouble here. I hinted it last time. I may look to try and do an Atari 2600 on this one. Don't know if many of you had the Atari 2600. I might try and do a live stream, but that's still very much in the, well, experimental stage at this point. Yeah. Trash Can was a good game, Stuart. It was Trash Man, I should say, was a good game. I think that's been remade as well, isn't there? I think there's a homebrew of Trash Man, I think. Not sure if that's on the Spectrum or again on the PC, but it's good. It's good that a lot of these games have been remade. The best one I've seen so far was quite old. It was Attic Attack remade on the PC. That was absolutely fantastic. That have reviewed that one on the channel, along with a PC remake of Manic Mine and Jet Set Willy. So if you haven't seen those, have a look at those after the live stream there, and yeah, good stuff. Oh dear, I've gone wrong again. There was a game that went up today. I know most of you into ZX Spectrum stuff, but those people into Mega Drive as well, have you had those? I went from Spectrum to Amiga. It's a rather cool game that went up today called Disney's Aladdin. It's a platformer based on the cartoon. Generally, tie-in stuff is pretty awful, but this one's quite good. 1993, I think that one, based on the movie from 1992. What day are we on here? In this, I've lost count. This is without a poke on it. Tapper is a great game. I need to. I've got a proper emulation now. I need to go back to those and do them properly, because I did review the Atari 2600 games on a web-based thing. So I went to a website and they had a player on there, and I just captured it. And I don't think they was true to the actual system. Some were close, but some were quite a way away. Especially Asteroids on there. That was quite a way away. So you can see on this Paperboy game, each day it's just putting an extra layer of baddies on there. We'll call them baddies, but they just mind their own business while I'm just throwing papers willy-nilly all over the place. Yeah. Right, okay. Joust, that's another game I haven't played. Round the tyres. Good. Now this Paperboy is, does you get to Saturday and it just finishes, or just goes round and round in circles? Boof, there we go. There's your newspaper, sir. Oh, I'm out of papers. I might get some more if I go up here. Ooh, that was close. I didn't have a bike for my paper round. Because I had a grifter. It was very heavy. But I was one of those lucky people that I'm fired. Oh dear. I think I ran out of subscribers. Yeah, I don't think we need a poke on that one. I've got to the top of the charts and I put my name in as Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I think I'll have one. I think I'll have one last go on that. Or shall I put the poke on for invincibility so you can see a bit what it's like? I think I will do. So bear with me. I'm going to type in a poke. It may or may not work. I just want to get to the end of the week really to see what it does. Now I've got this poke off a site called World of Spectrum. I'm not sure how well it's updated. So it might work, it might not. We had a bit of a problem with Robocop last week where it didn't work and then my joystick bust. But with a poke, you don't know what it's going to do to the game. Pokes that people that don't know are a little cheat. So I should have invincibility now. I should have invincibility. I like putting the pokes on ZX Spectrum games. They're the most easiest ones, accessible ones. Amigas, you have to often type something in when the game's loading or something in some certain place. Mega Drive, I'm clueless about pokes on that one. But I only do pokes in the reviews to show you a bit more of the game, because otherwise I wouldn't show you any of it. And what's the point of a silly Game Boy review if we can't see anything? So I might have invincibility on here, I might not. So for all you paper boys out there, here we go. I'll hit that with great aplomb. That newspaper's gone miles into someone's house, maybe into the next county. But anyway, so I think I lost my life before because I ran out of subscribers. I didn't deliver enough newspapers to the people that count as I tried there. I had a newspaper, luckily. I used to do a paper near to me called the Evening Echo. And it was one of those ones where I actually collected the money from the people each week there, so they pretend they're out or something. But the advantage was, on the week, the total amount it come to was was 95p, right? People would give me £1 and not say, don't worry about the change. And I had about 40 people on my round. So if you're only earning about £8-10, that was about an extra £2 onto your run. So that was really, really, really good. And then I think in the last few months, I did that for a couple of years, I think. And then for the last few months, then they put the price up to £1, and it cut all my tips. And it was just like having a pay drop. That wasn't very good at all. So yeah, did any of you collect your own money on the paper round? I suppose you. If you had a paid one, people would do. You wouldn't have to, but the free ones you wouldn't have done. But those ones where you had to collect the money, that was great. But it's back in a time, of course, where the newspaper print come over all your fingers, and the Christmas tips were good as well, Dave. You're quite right there. It was good at Christmas, because I was quite lucky. On my round before, I took over from a kid that delivered the papers really, really late there. I used to pick the papers up on my way home from school because it was on the way. And before I went home, I delivered all the papers, so it only took me about half an hour, and all the houses are really, really close together. That was really, really, really good round, that was. I think that might have been the highest rate of money I was ever on. Just goes to show you, doesn't it, really? But there was a problem. Sometimes, it did make you strong, pum-pum. Sometimes they'd have supplements, didn't they? One week there'd be a load of supplements you had to deliver, and it made the bag about 4 or 5 times heavier than it should be. That wasn't very, we saw it. He certainly took a strain there. Yeah, but as long as I can get home to watch things like the Trapdoor that were on, I was super happy. Trapdoor, that's a top game, isn't it? Trapdoor and Through the Trapdoor, which are reviewed on the channel, of course. I'd like to go back to that at some point. It's a bit of a tricky game, the Trapdoor. That's Don Priestley, of course, as mentioned before. It's a bit of a tricky game, the Trapdoor, to do in a live stream, because you've got basic things you have to... oh dear, how did I get through there? You've got basic tasks you have to do from the bloke upstairs controlling Burke. Haven't keep an eye on this. Have I delivered any papers or not? Yeah. Don't you open that trapdoor. You're a fool if you dare. Stay away from that trapdoor. There might be something down there, you know. All the voices were by Willie Rushton. That was good as well. And Will o' the Wisp, where the voices were by Kenneth Williams. That was good. That was like a cartoon. And Trapdoor was claymation, of course. Yeah. There we go. I used to spend a lot of my money on computer games as well, Jason. Yeah, that and probably sweets and stuff, which might explain my teeth. No, my teeth aren't too bad at the moment. I say I've got on okay, but I'm a bit overdue to go to the dentist. I'm a bit scared of the dentist. It's because we had this scary dentist at school. It gave me a bit of a phobia, but you know, it's better than the alternative, isn't it? I suppose. Postman Pat 3, Julie. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, I mean that'll be a hell of a live stream, wouldn't it? Postman Pat 3, Jack and the Beanstalk. Maybe one day we could do a stream of awful games. What do you think? I find all the worst games we've reviewed so far on the channel, ZX Spectrum wise, and maybe do the awful games stream, if you're into that. I'll tell you one thing that I definitely got as well. What were those ice pops? Where there was like a colour that was really, really bright, not to be natural. You like get bright blue and red. Were they called Mr. Freezes? I used to eat a lot of them. I used to eat a lot of Mr. Freezes. Oh, I mean, I'm stuck in the road. Get back on there. Oh no. I don't know how I survived that. Mr. Freezes were good. They cost about 5p. I think a lot of my paper round money also went onto Panini football stickers. Also. Were got, need, got. And you would end up with like 15p of Beardsleys or something, and no one would swap it for a player from someone you never ever heard of. Panini football stickers, I think they're still going. I think a pack of stickers back in the day was about 26p. Yeah, ice poles now 25p. Well, that's not too bad, is it? But it is just ice stuff. My favourite flavour of Mr. Freeze was the bright blue ones. It said blueberry, but I presume it was just all food colouring and additives, wasn't it? Probably. It's probably jumping all around the place after one of those. It's just bouncing all around the shop. Also, it's a bit strange as well, changing times. You can't say anything about anyone to anybody now, but for the risk of offending them. But another thing I seem to remember outside school is these licorice cigarettes and licorice pipes, smoking pipes. So you'd be walking around the playground with this pretending that you were smoking. Can you imagine that nowadays? Absolutely crazy. But I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I've got retro goggles on as well. But that's the thing about retro gaming as well. It takes you back to a point where you've got all those memories back in place, really. There, but you can't say anything, can you? There's a lot of TV shows that have now been taken from the BBC iPlayer for fear of racism and stuff like that, which I didn't think were too bad, but what do I know? People get offended by lots of stuff nowadays. There was Little Britain got taken off, Mighty Boosh, I think, and maybe an episode of that was I'm really a big favourite of. Yeah, I love the Mighty Boosh. I like the characters there. Yeah. There we go, and I think an episode of 40 Towers got taken off about Don't Mention the War, but that they saw sense on that. They got put back on again, so that's something. Right. I never had an assault course at the end of my paper round. Did you? They did taste a bit like chalk, Julie. You're right. There's the old sweet shop, isn't there, that sell all these old sweets still. I used to like the flying saucers and the gobstoppers there. Or they're called jawbreakers, weren't they? They was absolutely massive, those jawbreaker things. There. Whoa. And also 2 sweets for a penny, wasn't it, really? Cola bottles. There's something called a chalky. They were quite nice. Licorice and cola cubes. I think cola cubes are my favourite. And then rhubarbs and custard. Yeah. Rhubarb and custard from the cartoon, of course. Oh, that's a good show as well. Great music. Do you know Rhubarb and Custard? That was wonderful, that was. Another one I sometimes mention to people about my age that they don't remember. So maybe not many people watched it. It was this great animation thing called Chilton and the Wheelies. I've run out of newspapers again. Oh, there's some more newspapers. Chilton and the Wheelies, where there's this crazy witch that went, well, all the characters were on wheels, and there was this evil witch that went through the ground and up above the ground, and it had some great theme music there. After you've watched this, if you want to, have a look at the theme music, Chilton and the Wheelies. It was, yeah, where's it go? It goes, ho, 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 ho. Great. I never really understood Jamie and the Magic Torch. I should do a video about all these rather than just talk about them here. Jamie and the Magic Torch. He shined a torch on his bedroom floor. I so wanted one of these torches. And then he could, with the spot that the light's making, he jumps down that like it's a tunnel with his dog, I think, and be transported to another world. So he didn't have to worry about his paper round. Oh, yeah, Dion, Henry's cat. Now you're talking. That was a good one. Henry's cat, yes. He used to talk like that, didn't he? Oh, no. Yeah, that was the same makers as rhubarb and custard. Yeah. Chalking on the Wheelies. Was it quite dark, Rusky? As a kid, I sort of like a lot of it like passed me by really. Chalking on the Wheelies. So I think that was I used to watch it all, but there's always hidden things like there's a hidden thing in Rainbow as well, wasn't there? There was always doing like sexual innuendos and stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, Henry's cat. Thank you, Dion. I try my best. I do a few impressions. Some of them work, and sometimes some don't. I do a passing Homer Simpson, and yeah, whatever. Whizbit, yeah, Whizbit with Paul Daniels. Ha ha this away, ha ha that away. Was it Paul Daniels or was it Rod Hull? Rod Hull was in the Pink Windmill, wasn't it? I wouldn't want to go around there. Right, okay, so we played so far Through the Wall, Worst Things Happen at Sea, Popeye. What we'll do, we'll go a bit more modern now. We'll look at a game I reviewed, a homebrew, Magenta. I think we'll look at Magenta Jim, I think. This one is by Gaz Marshall, music by Riggs Solo. We'll do the keyboard. Now, he has since released a 128k version of this one. So it just goes to show you there's a lot of good quality homebrew games being coming out at the moment. Oh, Button Moon was great as well, yeah. I just got distracted there. There's somebody at the door. Well, hopefully not. Right, so let's go into Magenta Jim. Right, so I've probably lost all my skills that I remembered from before when I reviewed it because unfortunately, because I'm doing this live, when I record it before, if I have a bad go because I edit it, or if I say something wrong, sometimes I can edit it. It's not unknown that I say something's on the left hand of the screen, and then I see that, and then I just record myself saying right, and then try and take that over the top. I can't do that on this one. It's all real. It's mighty real. I think I'm in bother here, mate. Oh dearie me. Let's just try and get off stage one, Nick. Let's go around there. Right, Magenta Jim. He seems like a good person. His other friends, I suppose, be Red Beryl and White Ian and Cyan Jeffrey. If you know any of these friends, then let me know. Especially Cyan Jeffrey. I wouldn't mind meeting him. Right, I'm going to get away with this. I think we did get away with that. Let's get this. No. Right, come on. Now, someone did tell me in the comment section somewhere in this video what to actually do. Roger Red Hat, that could be quite good. Right, I think we're there now, aren't we? I think we're there. Are we there? Oh no, I've just been steered into a trap. Caught in a trap. There's no way out. 'Cause I love you too much, baby. Well, I don't. I do love all the super stickers that have gone on today. I've learnt a lot more stickers. Gotta like your stickers. Kids liked stickers back in the day, didn't they, really? You'd stick them everywhere. I always mention Panini stickers. They did have one that was sort of like Star Wars. Roderick the Red Pirate. He was good. My favourite pirate really was Captain Pinkbeard. Aha! He was the scourge of the seven seas. He had a beard that was bright pink. And if you got out your binoculars and saw his ship coming after you, then you was in big trouble. You walked the plank and did lots of other stuff. Pirate Pinkbeard, look him up because I have just made him up, I think. I should have put a copyright on that one. Is that a kid's book? I better write Pirate Pinkbeard. Right. Can I hide up there? Right. Okay, so. Well, these. Right, so I should remember how to do this, shouldn't I? I should remember how to do it, but I don't. I think I got to about level 4 last time. Magenta Beard. Now that is a pirate. He could be Pinkbeard's mortal enemy. I think there's another show, a kids show, but I never really got into it. It was like Captain Pugwash, I think it was. I never really got into that at all. Oh no, certainly needed him there. Right, that sort of like had innuendos in it as well, I think. But Rainbow was the king of the innuendos. What was going on in Rainbow? What was going on with Rod, Jane and Freddie? I think she was married to one of them, wasn't she? And then something happened and she married the other one. That's a little bit awkward. Mr. Ben, that was good. Mr. Ben, that was good. And suddenly the shopkeeper appeared. Is there, I think it's been missed out. Is there a computer game based on Mr. Ben? The ZX Spectrum tended to cover absolutely everything. There's no Mr. Ben. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. There must be a Mr. Ben, surely. Oh, this robot's on. Oh, he's gone round there. Right, let's go round here. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get off that. So let's go to lay 2. Backthink. My wings are like a shield of steel. Oh dear, Main Master, you're watching this on a huge TV. I hope it's not too blurry for you. I'm limited to 360p. So the ZX Spectrum might be okay. Some of my graphics round the edge might be a little bit blurry. But I'm hoping if this ever takes off big styley, we can get to 720p. That'd be good. Or even 1080p. If we can get 1080p, we can do like PlayStation stuff. And what else could we do? We could do... well, we could do everything then, couldn't we? PlayStation 4, Nintendo 64, that'd be great. But as I say, again, it's all about how successful I can make this thing. At the moment, we're doing 2 of these an evening. We'll see how it goes. Right. I think I've just trapped myself. No, good. Robot on standby. What did I do last time? Get round there. That's good. So this one, if you've just joined us, is called Magenta Jim. Based on a guy called Jim who's magenta. That's his thing. He likes being magenta. He looks like he's eaten a few pies. It looks like Jet Set Willy, how he would go if he didn't work out for a couple of 100 years. Oh, look, how'd you do this? That's it, we're doing right, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, no, we're not doing it. Ugh. Right, so after this one, we will jump into another game. You can get 1080p, man. Yeah, hopefully I can do it. As I say, my you won't believe this. Well, you probably will believe it. I don't even know how this upload is possible. My upload speed this morning, when I checked it out, was 0.62 Mbps. That's amazing, isn't it? How am I getting away with this? Grot bags wouldn't pan up with it. Yeah. Surround sound. Oh my word. Main Master, surround sound on this. That seems like crazy, crazy, crazy talk. But anyway, good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. I know you do. You're streaming as well. I think your internet might be slightly better than mine because you do picture-in-picture and stuff, which I would like to do, but you know. First things first. This is just the 4th one we've done. I'd love to do some Amiga stuff, Lotus and all those. I'm getting gradually worse at this game, but that's normally my motto, isn't it? He gets worse and worse as he goes on. I'm sure on the main review I got to stage 4. Yeah. Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew was a skunk, wasn't he? Yeah, 0.9. See, I could do stuff with 0.9. I could probably go up to 480p with 0.9. Yeah, but I think because I'm not in charge of the internet in the house, we're with PlusNet, and I think we're on the most basic. If you want to look this up, we're on the most basic of basic packages, and I think their top package, I think it's about £10 more a month. It gives you it says upload speeds of about 19. So if I did that, I think that's that or 16. I would go up from 0.6. So you'll never get the full lot, would you? So I get to 0.6 up to 19. That'd be something amazing. Yeah, but you know, I don't want to commit myself in case I can't afford it later on down the line. Oh dear. Oh look, I've let them trap me. Right, it's entrapment this. Oh dear, can you see what I've done wrong here? I think you can. I think you can see what I've done wrong here. I'm on the new package. Yeah, yeah. So I need to maybe have a word with some other people in the house. Really, stay with Virgin and maybe upgrade it. Tom and Jerry the Spectrum game, that's been mentioned somewhat before. I think I might have tried it and couldn't get it to work. What is it? Is it a platformer game or is it like a shoot 'em up? What sort of game is Tom and Jerry? Just yeah, what do you have to do in it? Oh look, I think we might have to come out of this because this is starting to get a little bit embarrassing. Let's go all the way around. Oh, right. Okay, let's do a strategy this time. A strategy is not good. Oh, well, a strategy is good if you got one. He's done it again. He's doing the same thing again, over and over again. What's up with this fella? Yeah, Magenta. I think I've had a very tough day, folks. I've had a very tough day today. I've recorded a couple of videos going up for next week, and I've just about got that done for here. You can imagine with slow internet, what loses a lot of time for me as well in terms of productivity. You can imagine with your slow upload speed. I think it's it was 0.6 upload. I think 19 or 16. 16 download speed or something like that. Anyway, so you know, uploading a video that's half an hour long takes probably about 3 or 4 hours out of my day. School day. So I haven't got that in the can at the moment. We could queue it up for tomorrow if you want. I was going to maybe look at Golden Axe with a cheat on and go all the way through there as well. We could maybe look at a couple of those. Or maybe we could risk going back to Robocop. I don't want to tempt fate. Yeah, so yeah, school days, we could have a look. I mean, it takes a while to complete that game, doesn't it, really? But yeah, if we put a cheat on for infinite lives, infinite lines, I suppose, that would be good. Can you choose the... yeah, you might be able... Oh, look, I'm dead. Game over. Yeah, okay. That was Magenta Jim. Mind you, that hour went past quite quick, didn't it? But we're still going to be here for another hour. Excellent. Stop the Express. Now, Stop the Express, Rush Sound Design. I think I've reviewed a similar game called, is it Stop the Bell or Bell something? Someone will know in the comments section there. It was when you just, I think we drove past Battersea Power Station at some point. I'd love to select Gilius. Gilius is my favourite character in Golden Axe. I always go hit him. He's my go-to character. I always want him to see him in Mario Kart or Mortal Kombat. You never know. They might actually do it. So, I told you a little bit before, didn't I, that I was going to... Hopefully I'll be able to do this. Not going to guarantee it. Jet Set Willy 2, The Final Frontier. I want to show you the rocket, right? I don't know if you had Jet Set Willy 2 and did see the rocket or not. We'll try and do it. I'll try and do it without a poke first of all, and then we'll go Zombie for the win. Is that ZX Spectrum, Main Master? I might have to track that one down as well. I mean, sometimes you think you've reviewed so many games, and then the suggestions keep coming in of other games, and yeah, you just know you've only scratched the surface really, and homebrews as well. So here we are. So it's Jet Set Willy in his massive bathroom. Notice the bath hasn't got any taps, so I don't know how he's doing that. There's the toilet, which is miles too big for any normal person. But let's just leave that there. We've got our top hat on. There's some Brussels sprouts going up and down the top of the screen. It's a sequel to Ant Attack. Well, it must be good then. What's the control system like there, Main Master? Is it exactly the same control system, or is it different? There's a dumb waiter. Now, we're not being offensive to waiters, everyone. If there's any waiters here who get offended, which is in fashion these days, a dumb waiter is a lift going through. Dave is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Dave P. There for that. Cool. You're going sticker crazy. Yeah, as I say, I've had more people like you. This thing will be a whole lot easier. As we go past Macaroni Ted, I might buy some macaroni with that. He stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Right, off we go there, right. So, I'm not collecting objects as we go past the first landing. If your house is as big as this, then let us know. I can't get to the rocket without just having a quick look at that. There we go. On this one, the Nightmare Room, you turn into a pig. Yeah, stickers for upload speed. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll get lots of stickers every one of these. That'll be super good. And then, you know, we'll be doing ZX Spectrum as that'll continue. Then it makes other systems possible, like Megaron, Commodore Amiga, Mega Drive, and all of those. Can you imagine me doing a live stream of Commodore Amiga and all those sort of stuff? It'd be wonderful. We'd have picture in picture. I'll be talking and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, what a great time that would be. So this is just like, I don't know, the Stone Age of the live streaming for me. So thank you people that have joined in here to get us going. It's good. I'm learning through every one. I'm getting more and more confident as we go along. As I say, it is a different dynamic to just doing pre-recorded stuff because you feel like you're on stage, really, warts and all. And it's also what to adjust to when stuff goes wrong, as it quite often does. So trying to make as little things go wrong as possible. That's why I haven't got the joystick in this time. So you go past the cold store. There was a cold room in Manic Miner, but this isn't that. Over that thing, right? So this is the way to the rocket. Have you seen the rocket before in Jet Set Willy 2, or is this new ground to you? Let me know. Because I just want to, as a kid, I just wanted to see what he'd look like in a spacesuit. Yeah. I have looked maybe at streaming other 8-bit systems. I mean, the Atari 2600 is there. The thing that worries me is on the I just got distracted there. Well done, Pum Pum. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. The stickers are going crazy today. I like that bird. Well, from two of you anyway. You're keeping me good. You're keeping me in pot noodles. I'll let too much go about myself here. No, it's not as bad as that. Well, it is. But anyway, thank you very much, Pum Pum. Really, really appreciated. I know you're a member on the channel as well. If you're watching this and you're liking the channel there and you want to help it survive, go further, because as I say, there's a lot of competition out there. It's tough to keep it going, especially in lockdown. Lots of people are having a go at the thing, and whether when lockdown ends it'd be less competition, I don't know, but it just gives you more to choose from as a person watching it. But you know, the more revenue and the more successful it is, the more it can get. So I've got to get the timing right on this. Right, and normally I do that wrong, so that's good going. That's good going. Right, thank you, Julie. I'm glad it's sound professional first of all. There, I think it's all my years of previously working in a call centre. I'm customer services. I do care about you. That is 100% true. I care about everyone. Maybe I care about people too much, and that's why the channel grows so slowly. I'm not a spammer and all that sort of stuff, but you know. That's just how I am. So it's best to grow slowly and respect everyone. And the main thing really is, it's always been it, is to not to become a millionaire, is to ease people's stress. So even if it falls down, as long as I'm helping at least a few people, then wonderful. I think I've timed this wrong. Over that. So if I can't do this, what's the timing on this? We're just gonna have to try a few things here. No, that's wrong. Oh, what is the timing with this thing? Right. Is that the right timing? It might be. Oh no, who did that arrow? Ooh. This one looks a bit tricky as well. Right, go. Oh no. Phew, I don't know how I did that. Right, now, this is it. This is it to the watchtower to do that. I could put a cheat in, Tom. I'm without a cheat at the moment. We're trying to get to the rocket without a cheat. We go up here, so if I do it without a cheat, you can say, I watched Nick play a game the other day without a cheat, and he got to the rocket. I've still got a lot of lives down there. Whoa. So I think we just need to get up here, I think. There we go. We're in the rocket. See, I'm in a space suit. I didn't need a poke. Nick don't need pokes. He's good at all games. Right, off we go. Have you seen this before? If you haven't seen it before, get ready for a special effect, because you know the special effect in Jetpack? You know the special effect in Jetpack? Well, watch this special effect. We're going to get both of these together. Take off. Check that out. That's super cool, isn't it? Master gameplay. Thanks, Tom. Right, so now we're in space, and it's like a completely different game now. I never knew what to do in this bit. I never knew what to do. So we're in the docking bay. How the hell you get back to the house, I do not know. Thanks, Dion. I try and give you something a bit different. There might be a teleport somewhere. So, you know, there's not many mods. There's not many mods, is there, with a spacesuit? Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. I know that's wonderful, Julie. You've gone above and beyond, really. Julie does a blog as well about ZX Spectrums. So check that out if you can. If you check in my Twitter feed, Njenkin7Nick, I often retweet Julie's blog. So have a look at that. That's really, really well written. Comes from the heart, and also it's got a link to a lot of my videos at the bottom, which is super cool as well. Right, NCC 1501. That's shut back to Star Trek. Yeah, teleported Dion. That's right. Where is it? I always tend to get a bit lost here. You can go up there. Right, what are these crazy things? So, you know, if you have a party in your house, I mean, who has a rocket ship in their house? Possibly Elon Musk. The cartography room. So if you want to do a bit of map making, go in here. I don't know where that hole goes. That might be a bug. Can we get up there? No. Right. We've collected 8 items. I don't know how many items you have to collect on here. Another sticker. I do like that cool sticker there. Do live football commentary on the channel. I'm not sure about doing commentary on sports events. Is there a copyright issue? I don't know how I would do that. I'd love to do the commentary for the Formula 1, but I think they might shut me down quite quickly, mightn't they? Obviously, I wouldn't show the pictures. Or does it work a bit like Gogglebox, where because you're not showing any pictures, you're okay? Possibly. Right, okay. Yeah, I'd love to do commentary on the football. Or Formula 1, yeah. Oh dear, what's that? That's a bit crazy. Yeah, is that yellow thing gonna... Right, so if I can jump on that ladder... What's the... How did you get through there? That's not possible. Oh, I think I know how to do it. We have to risk that yellow thing doesn't come right across. If the yellow thing comes right across, we've had it. Right. Oh, you can't jump up there anyway. Right. Maybe this computer does something. No, it doesn't. Oh. See, I got caught in a loop there. As Elvis said, caught in a trap. There's no way out. I mean, what other places are there in Jet Set Willy 2 that aren't in Jet Set Willy 1? I can't, So I was in space a little bit. In space, no one can hear you scream. You might have that HAL computer. The computer killed me, Dave, and not for the last time. Windows 10, you never know what it's going to do. I was a bit worried a few days ago because my computer automatically downloaded, I thought I told it not to. It downloaded an update for Windows 10. And whenever that happens, some of my drivers stop working. And you update your drivers and things don't work. It just wastes, when you're a bit limited for time, it just wastes so much of your time, doesn't it? Over the razor blade. Yeah, it just wastes so much of your time, really. I would say if anyone's completed this, let me know, but I already know no one has completed that. I did put up a video with a poke on it, just at the end of what happens at the end of Jet Set Willy and Jet Set Willy 2. So if you're interested, you want to know what happens at the end of those, then obviously have a look. Let's go this way this time. I think this way often spelt disaster for me, because I struggled when I got to jump there, I think. I struggled when I got Butler's Pantry. Where did I struggle? We got to the bridge or the security guard or someone like that. Let's try and get some grog from up here. This is a new room on Jet Set Willy 2. You won't see this on the original one. Oops, that's one way out of it. They seem to put a cure for the death loop as well. So it used to be if you died at the same time, you just regenerate on an enemy and you just go round and round and round and round again. I haven't got Smash TV lined up to play, but I do have it on my computer, so maybe we can look at that tomorrow. So what we're doing tomorrow, we're doing Golden Axe, Smash TV. What's that other one? I've immediately forgotten. I'll have to look back through the comments there. Okay, yeah. Bye, Dion. Thank you for dropping by, sir. Really liked having you here. Thanks, mate. Thank you. I'm sure I will complete Jet Set Willy 2. The live stream will be well, it gets archived afterwards, so the archive will be there. So I will say hello if anyone's just joined the stream. So far we looked at Through the Wall, Worst Things Happen at Sea, Magenta Jim, Paperboy. So a lot of good games. Now this is where generally I have a little bit of bother, and as I say, I'm blown away at the two of you there that have, well, three of you that have donated. Julie, there, Pum Pum Reader, and Dave. So thank you very much. Oh, School Days. Thank you, Jason. Right, School Days. Right, I remember that. School Days, Golden Axe, and yeah, the other one. I will remember them, right? Memory like a sieve, Nicky. That's what happens when you get old. It's what happens. Oh dear. Don't fall on a security guard. Oh dear. This bit always had problems here. Was it Jack and the Beanstalk? I'm not sure. I might have to check my notes. Oh, look at this. He's dying for fun now. Yay, that was easy. In your face. And that was the last life as well. So rooms explored 13. There we go. I'll just take the mickey out of them. In your face, security guards. I sure showed them. Yeah, I hate this room as well, Rosie. It's one of my least favourite rooms. Now, it's this room on the Commodore 64 where they've done all wrong. They put some of the birds in the wrong place, so it's impossible to do. Right. I've been told that the time goes quick when people are watching these streams, and it doesn't feel like 2 hours. So I hope that's the case. If you ever want them, of course, because I only do it as long as you want them. I can always see if maybe on the Monday one, obviously not tonight, we can possibly extend to 3 hours. But that might be too much for even the most hardened of people that want to watch live streams. So I know you've got other things to do. You want to hoover your house, bake a cake, watch Gladiators and all that sort of stuff. Is Gladiators still on? 4 hours, Dave. Well, I wouldn't mind doing 4 hours. I wouldn't mind it. I need a lot of fluid with me, water and stuff. Good. So should we go up there? Let's go up here. I don't think I used to go up here much as a kid. At the foot of the mega tree. It always made me want to have a tree house. It's all these like games, it's sort of like really inspired the mind, didn't they? Yeah. You think 3 hours will be cool, Tom? It's just that sometimes, if I start at 6, some people are still coming home from work and they might catch it, arrive at 7 or something, or half 7 even. So that would be good. A 24-hour stream, well, you know, if the funds come in, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I could survive then, yeah. And Jet Set Willy is fun to watch. That is true. That is true. We've only got 1 life left here, though. I don't know where this way goes. Where does this way go? There's a room called Out on the Limb. Oh, it goes to certain death. Cuckoo's Nest. That was it. The Cuckoo's Nest. Oh, look at that. See, how was I supposed to remember that? There's a way I think of getting to the sewer. That was a new room, wasn't there? And another favourite room of mine was Rescue Esmeralda. There's been quite a few mods there. There is a Jet Set Willy 3, but I don't think it was a main one there. Yeah. Brian Bloodaxe and Manic Miner. You know, possibly I could queue those up each time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably right, Dave. That probably is right. I mean, I do like putting up the pre-recorded stuff, but it's not very fruitful in the YouTube algorithm. It's weird, really. You do lots of retro gaming vids and so forth like that, and then I put up that experimental video of me dancing, and that was twice as popular as anything else. So I think that's the way the YouTube works, really. If I took a picture of me falling into a garden pond, that'd probably go viral, and I could probably monetize that one. But there we go. I'm just letting this go so we can see the other screen. So I want to see the sewer. Rusky, there was an attic bug, wasn't there? Really? Did they fix that in later ones? Yeah, they might have done. Right, this is gonna. I'm sure this goes around all the screens, and then we'll get out of there and we'll play. We'll have a go at Space Raiders after this. Just want to see all the screens. Jet Set Willy. There was a version of Jet Set Willy, like a mod, where instead of controlling Jet Set Willy, you was controlling Maria, wasn't you? There. So yeah. So Ballroom. Any of this Forgotten Abbey? That was in the old one. The Crypt, I think so. Downstairs. Security guard. That was bad. Did you go to all these screens? Did you see all screens? Mate, so that was a part of the space station. But I'm glad I found the rocket for you. That was quite good. Okay. There's a lift there. So yeah, I would like to go through this game with. I think there's a couple of cheats. There's immunity, and one that you could. I think you can infinitely fall down different places. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Dave. I really appreciate it. There's about 7 to 8 years worth of material there, which is a good catalogue to work from, I suppose. So I've learnt my stuff. I've gradually learnt. I've not the case that I've been here for a couple of months, then monetised the thing, and then and all that sort of stuff. So I shouldn't do, but it annoys me slightly when I see a channel just arrived the other day and it's monetised already. Because I think you need a bit of time to learn what you're doing and to treat people with respect and learn about stuff, especially when it comes to stress and that sort of stuff. I didn't see that room called Band or the first landing. Let's go really retro. So let's leave these rooms behind. Treetop, the bathroom, we've seen that, the back door. So let's leave these rooms behind, and we will queue up a shooter. It's going to be Space Raiders. So we're zipping through these a bit quicker than I thought we would zip through. We did Jet Set Willy a bit quicker. So let's go traditional retro and go on Space Raiders. Right, okay. So the keys to this, let's hide behind this shield as I try and look up the keys again, is ZX and space. Now, I've been told there's a little tactic where you can shoot through your shield, and also a good tactic is you've got to take them out on the outside, and every so often a UFO will come. So let's just take these out. If you do complete this stage, then it doesn't advance anywhere, it's just the same stage again, so it doesn't get any quicker. But this is 1982, Sinclair Research again, so the same year and the same company that did Through the Wall that we started off for straight away. Okay, right. You was a subscriber when I had 400 subs, was you, Dave? It's been really tough. It's been really tough going. I mean, I won't mention any names, but I do see channels that they seem to buy members in. Well, they didn't have too many comments on it or buy likes and stuff, and it makes it really tough when you're trying to be noticed and people are comparing you against these other ones there, and then they retweet the screenshots of how many likes and stuff they've got when it's all sort of like fake. But as I say, I mention them because I don't know for definite, but it goes beyond all the what you would expect for the maximums and the minimums. But there we go. We're playing Space Raiders from 1982. So I'm back being a kid aged 7 or 8 years old, and I'm shooting aliens. There's no cares in the world. There's no DLCs. There's none of that sort of stuff. Just shooting aliens for the fun of it. Now there is another shooter. If you're looking for an odd shooter, there's one I looked quite a while back. Where you was actually trying to shoot some vegetables. I think it's Veggie Cache or something. Maybe that's another one I can line up as well. Space Raiders. They were crisps, weren't they? The Space Raiders, or were they sweets as well? Right, we need to get this red thing. Right, okay. So 2 left, or 4 left. We get this UFO. They're gradually going quicker. Oh no! Look, we're running out of time. 2 of them left. Slow down, fellas. Oh, I've missed them. This ain't looking good. What happened there? I got an extra life. Hey, he's done it on his first go. We used to have Space Raiders in our tuck shop at school. The other crisps they had, which I don't think you can do anymore, they were always my favourite, but extremely unhealthy. There was tandoori flavoured crisps. And also, as well, they had these like big marshmallow things that were called snowballs. They were nice as well. So I had my very healthy school dinners, which probably comprise of Coca-Cola and chips and a sausage roll. And then I come out with any money I've got left over and buy some tandoori crisps and probably one of those marshmallow things. Those were the days, full of E numbers, and then it's straight to maths to fall asleep or PE. Yeah. Right. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. That is always the main aim. Sometimes I worry a bit if I get a troll or something like that. But you got to ignore trolls because it's always their aim to make people feel sad as they are. They're people to be pitied. And now what I tend to do is I either just block them or delete the comment or just don't even answer. And they soon get bored. It's quite tempting to answer sometimes, especially when the comment is stupid. But you're just going to get dragged down to that sort of level. So now I just ignore it and don't respond, and then they've got nothing to work with really. Right, let's just shoot these aliens. There was no trolls in 1982, was there? It's just the school bully in the playground there, which there we go. You live and you learn. Do they still sell those tandoori flavoured crisps? I'd like to get hold of them for old time's sake. Oh, wham bars. What was that sweet you could have? We were talking about sweets earlier. Those it's like dust where you put it on your tongue and then immediately it starts dancing around the place. What was that? That was probably really unhealthy as well. It was probably sodium something. Right, 3 left. I think it's Banana-Rama. Here it goes. I want you back. Cues of love in the first degree. 1 left. 1 banana left. Hey, he's done it again. He's good. Oh, popping candy. Yeah. Thanks, Channel Flash. Thanks, moving. Pop rocks, popping candy. Yeah. I was thinking something like space dust or something. Was that something else? Space dust? Did that do the same thing, or was that just another make of it? It seemed to, yeah. Another thing was catnip. Another thing that was good. There was I don't think these were widely available, or maybe it was just the shop I was in. There was like sherbet, it wasn't like Dib Dab, but the sherbet come into a variety of different plastic boxes, and the boxes represent parts of a space station which you can clip together. And you can make this huge space station. I think that costs about 10p or something. There's all different colours. And you can imagine as a kid, you can also put it together to make a rudimentary, plastic gun, not a real one, of course. And that was great fun. It's all about kids' imagination back then. I think I bought it from a game called a shop called Peter Jones. I don't think it's anything to do with the entrepreneur Peter Jones from Dragon's Den, or it might well have been. And that's where we sort of used to buy our Star Wars figures from. And I also bought Action Man from there with his super eyes. Dave, gone in again. Dave. Excellent, Dave. Right, okay. Right, if I ever get 2 tickets on a spaceship, Dave, by Elon Musk to go to Mars, I'm definitely taking you with me, unless you don't want to go. I don't think it's leaving anytime soon. It's just leave an open diary. Yeah. Whoa. Oh look, we're in a bit of bother here. Oh dear. Beep. He's done it again, but I've got no shields left. And when you've got no shields left, that's when it all starts going a little bit wrong. Yep. Last week, more people watched the Monday live stream than the Tuesday's live stream. I don't know. It's because you got bored or you're just busier on a Tuesday, but that's absolutely fine. It's Tuesday's really for the hardcore people that want a bit more. So you never know. We might go to 3 hours on a Monday, see how it goes. You know, note to self, still work on the Atari 2600. Oh, yeah, what I was going to say before, since someone mentioned there, I could do other 8-bit systems, their live stream. I've got an emulator Commodore 64 called Vice, and it doesn't load the games very fast, so we'd have to wait for them to load. And I think that's going to try someone's patience. Unless anyone else out there's got Vice and you know a bit more about it, can you make them load a bit quicker? I mean, because it would be good to look at the Commodore 64 at the time being, while I'm waiting for stuff to actually happen. Right. But it won't be 3 hours tonight, Custardo. It's only if people want it for next week. But it's a few people want it for next week. But you know, I suppose with 3 hours, you don't have to watch the full 3 hours. You can come and go if you want to. But perhaps we'll have a go at RoboCop or go through a few things. One thing is for sure, we're never going to run out of retro games to do. I mean, someone once asked me, not recently, I think it was in the comment section, they said something like, I suppose you've run out of retro games to review now, or aren't you worried that you've run out of games to review? You'll never, even if I reviewed 10 games a day, if somehow I could pause time and do that, you're never going to run out of games to review. It's just not going to happen. There's so many of them. Even now, we take the homebrews out of the equation. Even now, I'm still finding ones I didn't know exist back in the day. I mean, there's loads and loads of Space Invaders types games, which we've reviewed quite a few there. I might do some more Commodore 64 games, Chrono Baggy. When my computer went wrong, I had to do a reboot, and I lost like the emulator I was using. But I have now since re-downloaded it there, so potentially I could have a look at that. It's just a time thing again. That's why I'm trying to get more revenue into the channel by various things I've been doing, trying to increase the activity. The Twitter streams are much more active as well to try and get a bit more traffic there, although strictly speaking not much traffic comes from Twitter to YouTube. It's more seems to serve as an extra thing for people waiting for the videos on the main channel really, but I like doing it. A lot of it is scheduled stuff, and I always try and answer as many comments as I possibly can, which hopefully comes across. Even if a comment goes down on an old video from years ago, I still get a notification if I can do. Sometimes there's a comment I don't actually understand, which I won't do, or someone might do about 50 comments, so I'll probably answer about half of those or what have you. But you know, it's all about interaction. I think it's all about interaction that keeps it live, and that's why I like the that's why I like these live streams. I'm a bit late coming to them really. Other people were doing them. Yeah, the worse the game, the better the review. Yeah. Quite often, it is quite often stuff. Dave, I would say, Dave, thank you very much, sir. It's brilliant. You can afford all this, can't you? It's not putting you into trouble as well, because, as I say, but thank you again. Brilliant. I mean, the star of the day definitely is Dave. Oh, how Dave. Thank you very much, sir. Right? Okay, good stuff. Okay, I mean, hopefully, there's been quite a few of you in the chat, which I recognise most of the names there, if not all of the names from before. So thank you for watching all of those. As I say, going forward, I know you mainly like the 8-bit stuff, but I will drop in. I'm doing it play it by ear, really. I am going to do a Nintendo, a SNES game. It'll probably be Super Mario Kart. If no one watches it, then we'll abandon it quite quickly. Nintendo 64. Someone mentioned Donkey Kong Country. There's also, I've always been fascinated by that Formula 1 game, and also as well the Star Wars game, the pod racing game. It's called Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I've always been fascinated by that one, so it's good to have at least a go on that one. Right, how are we doing here? The aliens are coming down. I think after this we'll load up another game that's not on my list, so we'll have to ad lib. We'll have to ad lib. Perhaps a High Noon, perhaps by Workforce. Yeah, High Noon by Workforce. Thanks, Stephen. Let's write that down. So you have Alt and W for walk mode. I'll experiment with that. That's good, because that's the thing that worried me, that having to wait to load, because some of them take a long time to load, and you never know. We might all be having a chat and waiting to load for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we get the equivalent with what a tape loading error was. But there's a lot of good Commodore 64 games that make a good live stream. There's Space Cab. I didn't own a Commodore 64 back then. There's Space Taxi, wasn't there? Buggy Boy was good. There's loads of good ones. Not Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah. Oops, there's a battle going on between Pum Bum Reader and Dave. They're competing for supremacy of the chat box section. Thank you, you two. Who will win, Pum Bum or well, you're both brilliant, really, in my eyes. Excellent. Star Wars Pod Racer. Is that what it's called? I'll have to track that one down. Now we're in uncharted territory now because I didn't have anything planned for this. But let's have a look at quite an oldie but a classic one. We're going to look at High Noon. High Noon. Now, you might have seen the review of this on the channel. You might have not done. Let's reviewed it, I think, quite a few months ago, I think. Right. There's a bit of camaraderie in the section. There's a fight going on. Okay, so 1 and A is up and down, and X is fire. Number of players 1. Right, you soon work out what to do here. Level of play. I don't know if 1's the hardest or 3's the hardest. Let's go right. Right, here we go. Right, 1 and A. So I go up and down. I've got to shoot that other fella, and we've got a limited. Oh, look, and I've been shot in the nose, and we've got a limited amount of bullets, which can be seen in the top. So it doesn't get much more basic than this. Thanks, Rossi. Thank you. Or Ross. Thank you. I know you're working on your own project at the moment, which I've secretly been having a look at, which is coming along really, really well on a game that I quite like. I shot him. Right, we're going good. Hide behind this horseshoe. Hey, with the monkeys. That took him out. Good stuff. I mean, it can't get much more basic than this. I think, I haven't got this written down, I think it's Workforce in 1983. I think, from memory, I might have got that wrong, but it must be on that similar era. I think on one of the previous live streams, we showed, we showed a Western game where you're just controlling a head going around the screen, and I temporarily can't remember that one either. So this game, I suppose, was influenced by Clint Eastwood, Fistful of Dollars, and all those shooting ones. There is actually a film called High Noon, isn't there? Is that with Clint Eastwood or John Wayne? Do 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 do. Shot in the foot, yay! Do 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 do. Channel Fadge, I think this is the new DLC. Imagine seeing this. You're right, Dave. It is pretty much like an Atari 2600 game. This. I wouldn't be surprised if there was one. I think when we reviewed Atari 2600, or as I say, it wasn't true emulation. I think I did about 20 odd of those games. The movie was based on the game. Well, that's believable. I think if CGI for the modern day games like Marvel was done on the I got shot in the knee. Was done on the ZX Spectrum. I think the world would be a much better place. Thanks, Costardo, for that information. I often repeat stuff you've told me to other people to try and sound intelligent. So thank you for that. Yes. Do. Don't run out of bullets. Or food. I'm more concerned with food at the moment. Right, take that, you. Oh, look, I've only got 3 bullets left. He's got loads. Oh, it's a bit cagey. Oh, no, I've only got 2 bullets left now. Oi! What happens if we both run out of bullets? I've run out of bullets, right. I just have to dodge here. We both ran out of bullets. So anyway, so it's a draw. High Noon. I heard really that when there was a High Noon in the Wild West, it didn't happen very often, hooray! Most of the time they just missed each other. Jason, the Wild Bunch is my favourite Western game ever. I think the Wild Bunch that might make a good live stream at some point, doesn't it? As we go around trying to find the man with no eyebrows. Yeah, another good one at sea as well is what was it? Plunder. That was a good game. Thanks, Costardo. Yay! I'll quote you. I'll mention that you said all that stuff. Ooh. Yeah, the one that's just ahead, yeah. Oh no, the Wild Bunch, that isn't the one that's just ahead. That's it's not like a choose your own adventure. It's how can I explain it? You just go from town to town. It's like a text adventure where you can play poker as well. But there's interactive games inside it. You can go to the sheriff's office. You have to capture the 5 members of the Wild Bunch, which are all disguised slightly differently. That one might have an earring, might have no eyebrows, or limp to the left leg. And you have to use that evidence. Then go to the bar, and then someone will walk in that might miss that or not, and then we have to try and round them up. Yeah, it would be good for a live stream, actually. It'd be a bit of a longer one. Yeah, we've whizzed through the games a bit quicker than I was expecting. We're about at the 1 hour and a half mark. Desperado, we could have a look. Could have a look at Desperado. Shall we have a look at Desperado? I can't remember what the keys were on that though, but I haven't got my joystick plugged in. Does it tell us at the start? Does it tell us at the start? Let's have a look. Dum bum 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 bum. Jetpack, we had a look at that before. Def Chase, we had a look at that before. Have I got Desperado? Has it got the keys in it? Yeah, it might be cool to do some comparisons there. Right, oh, I've got two versions of Desperado here, which probably means one of them doesn't work. Right, why did I delete the one that didn't work? Is this it? Right. Right, it's all in Spanish, right? So define the keys. Dave's gone into a shock lead in the Dave Pum Pum Radar Championships. Right, define keys. Right, last one. Well, that's okay. You've been more than generous. It's probably best to split them over a distance. I'd imagine. Right, okay, right. So define keys. Okay, right. Oh no, who knows Spanish? What is that? Left and right? Is that left and right, up and down and fire? Who knows? Right, we'll soon find out. Generally, Arriba, a badger. Is that left and right? Oh heck. Oh, let's just try something. Right. Anyway, that might be right. It might be wrong. We'll soon. I might be doing it all weird here. Right, okay. £5 for the win. Wrong. I got it wrong, did I? Oh well. Oh, what's this going on here? Right, I don't think this is working. Oh, it is working. Right, okay. Let's get that arrow off the screen. So I've selected some keys. And the top one's right. Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. Right, okay. Well, we know what fire is. Okay. Oh my, yeah. Okay, so that's left and right, and that's right. I've got this all wrong. Oh my word. This is going to test me. There's that bloke out of Superman 2. Maybe I could turn the keyboard. Oh my, I can make Hooray to this. Back up. Right, he's getting there. My Wild West name would be the man with no direction walks into town. Oh, he's dead in it. Right. Kill the boss with your first one. I'm not going to last very long here. Right, so my up and down is left and right. Right, let's get that word. Now my left, that's up and down, but it's left and right really. Fire, let's go. So let's just do that. Let's just go left and right and hope for the best. That's it. Let's not why complicated it by going all the other directions. Oh, I've got a peanut in the head there. Turn your keyboard upside down. Kneel before Zod. They are like Zod, Ursa, and Non. Oh no. Oh man, who selected these controls? Only a nincompoop would do that. As you know, not everything goes according to plan on this channel. But you know, waltz and all, it's all about having a little bit of fun. Let's reload it then and do some proper controls. That's what we'll do. Right. So define keys. Right. So what was the first one? Was that left? Let me know. Right. We're going to go one by one. So the first one was left. Was it? Direction. I think it is left, isn't it? Is it left? I don't know. I did it here. Right. It goes left, right, up, down. Right. Okay. So left, right, up, down. Fire, right? So I should be a brilliant game player now, shouldn't I? Thanks, Costado. Yes, it's not my joystick this time. No, I tried to take that out of the equation, really. Oh come on, what? The note's not working now. Oops, it's gone small. Oh no, we're having technical problems. Why are we having technical problems? Let's make it go big again. Right. Desperado. I'm getting Desperado now. Right. We've got movement. We've got movement here. Gunsmoke. That's a great game, isn't it? Gunsmoke. Right. It's going to do a bit of loading now, isn't it? I seem to remember before. Right, that's a good loading screen. Left, right, up, down, right, right. This is hilarious. Oh, I'm glad you thought so. Right, go. Oh, look at that. Look, hey. Right, okay, look. He's having a nightmare, right? But it's better than before. I think when I had the right controls, I needed a poke to get through this game. Even when I got the wrong controls, you know, what chance have I got here? Dave's gone in with a £3. Right, I think I'm all right for pot noodles for at least next week. However much a pop cooked noodle costs. Elmer Fudd. I'm not going to even get off level 1 here, am I? Right. As I say, if you want to support the channel, if you're liking what's going on, like Dave and Pum Pum Reader are here, there's the Snapchats. There's also, as well, if you want bonus videos, which are basically I tell you what videos are going up live the following week. There is Nick, you've run out of words. Yeah, there's memberships. That's what I was saying. There's memberships there which start at just $1.99 for the month, which is quite good value. For $4.99, you get a shout out on the Friday video, and you don't get shot by General Zod, Ursa, or Non. That's quite good, isn't it? Really? Yeah. You also see, as I say, you get to see a members only video of what videos are going up the following week. So if you want to swat up and get your knowledge to be a big clever clog, so when the video goes up, you can do. Gunsmoke was good. West Bank, no one's mentioned that. West Bank was a good Western game as well, wasn't it? West Bank, that was good. Not to get confused with that show called the South Bank. Yeah. The arcade game, I haven't played that. I mean, what I was disappointed with, Desperado 2, it was sort of like, it's just like a horizontal game. I thought it was going to be more of the same. When you get to the end, there's an end of level baddie, of course, which is that guy on the right. Before I reviewed this one, I did another Gunsmoke clone, and it was Outlaw, and it wasn't particularly good. It is on the channel there. The thing that was bad about it was the end of level boss was quite poor. You can kill him quite easily. Here I'm just getting killed for fun, really. Right. If you know of any other Gunsmoke clones, then obviously let me know. So I got trapped in the corner by Non. Yeah, I think I've played a lot of them now, but as I say, there might be a few homebrews that I've never ever come across. So there we go. Right. So as soon as this dies, I think we've got time just to play another quick game, really. We haven't played it too long. I think, to be honest with you, I think I made a bit of time up on Jet Set Willy 2, getting to that rocket, because I was expecting that I was going to need to play that a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, as I say, I was late coming to live streams. I didn't think that was really possible. But I think it suits me. It's a bit more ad lib, isn't it? Quite often, I don't know if you're aware of this show. Quite often, I watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? I think it's mainly in the UK, but come out in America as well. I do like that improv stuff. Something I'd quite like to have a look at as well at some sort of point there. I think there's like improv groups there's there and teams that actually do that. Let's see what we can put up to finish up on. See if we got a class. I'll tell you what, we've looked at it before, but it's a good one to finish up on. I won't put any pokes on there. Let's yeah, the end of level boss is COVID proof. I like reading the comments there, so thank you. It's always the worry that I do one of these and there's no one there at all, and I think it's because I've been doing it quite a while. You sort of know what's going on. So you might recognise this game that's coming up. It's Commando, and we'll just have a go without cheats on it, and then we'll have a bit of a wind down, have a bit of a chat if you want to. And this one's in English. I know what I'm doing here. Up, down, left, right. See, so we're on better ground here. We're on much better ground. Yeah. Okay. I think my favourite people on Whose Line Is It Anyway is Tony Slattery. You might have seen a programme about him about mental illness, so I did feel for him a little bit, and it brings quite a lot home. But Ryan Stiles, Greg Proops, of course, who did the voice in episode 1 as the pod racer commentator. You might not know that. And also as well, Mike McShane, he was in there, and Colin Mockery. That was all good. Josie Lawrence was quite good on there, and I bit the hots for her at the time, and probably still do. There we go, Josie Lawrence. But she's not in the comment section there, so there we go. Can never shoot that magenta guy. He's always you know, he's well protected. Best run and gun ever. There's a few other ones, Frontline, Duet, but they don't come anywhere here. On the first test line stream we did, or the second one, I went all the way through this with a poke on it, so you saw all the screens, and at the end it just loops all the way back to the beginning again. Let's bomb him. Right, okay, so if you've got someone at the end firing bombs, it makes it extra difficult, if not impossible. It just ran right, so you need to get to the side here. There we go. Thank you very much, Paul. That's absolutely awesome. That has made an absolutely huge difference. So thank you very much there. Don't worry that you're late. We'll be doing another live stream tomorrow. Who knows? After that, I might stay on a bit longer if you want. But we had a look at a few games there. I might just quickly journey a few of the other ones as well. Yeah. Thank you, Paul. That's really helpful. Right. Okay. So yeah, we keep going. We keep going. What I'll do, if you want to, I will just have a quick go at the first game we looked at, which was Through the Wall, where we go back to the Horizons tape there. But the beauty of this as well is, I do like live interaction. The beauty of this is if you miss any of it, it will get archived. I think it takes a little while to finally do its processing, but it does get archived, so you can have a look at that. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm really touched by your generosity, everyone. So hope I'm keeping you entertained. It's not an easy thing to work into the day, and you do get your. Well, I have had my knocks over the years, and there've been a few times I've been thinking about giving up completely, but not for a long time, as that hasn't happened. Because it's very tough going. But you make it all worthwhile. So thank you very much. And I think you know about me, don't you? The stress things. Everyone's going through stress to a certain degree. You know, it's a very personal thing, so we all suffer slightly different, but you know, you do have at least a little bit of an understanding there, and retro gaming is absolutely super fun. Yes, right. I've got to stage 3 without cheating. That's a bit different, isn't it? So we're off to these huts. Let's check out these two guys. There we go. Take him out. Oh dear, not to dinner, of course. I might have done that joke many times before. Take in the bullets. Good. It seems that the live stream, I was always worried about my internet connection. You haven't mentioned anything's gone wrong, so I presume it's working quite well tonight. Really, is it? There's not too much lag, and you can hear me okay, and the sounds are okay. I mean, initially when we was doing them, I had a bit of a problem getting the thing started, but we seem to be over that now. The last two have started quite promptly and on time. I know I was having a chat with you, Dave, in the comments section even before the live stream started, so I know that's active before it happens. That's just got an extra life there. Let's blow up that tank. In your face, tank. The most deadliest tank in warfare, I'm sure I've done this joke before, is a fish tank. So don't go to battle with a fish tank. Right, okay, now I think this is when I'm going to start running out of talent now, because they're firing big grenades at me. And this is, you don't want to be firing big grenades getting fired at you. That's taken him out. No problems with the lags, that's good, thank you very much. Good. So my hope is, well, you always have a lot of hopes, don't you? My hope is that this keeps growing with the live stream, because it seems like this is the future, this is the thing to do. But having said that, the pre-recorded stuff will always go up, because it makes a, oh, I've missed that bloke. It makes a good record of games, really. Oh, why isn't that bloke dying? He's not being very fair. If I was him, just to do the right thing, I just consider dying, but he's not doing so. Right. I've got this on the Commodore Amiga as well, I think, but it's not quite as good. Oh. How'd you like them bombs? Right, good. Right, it's got half a chance now. Oh, unless someone else turns up firing bombs. I don't like you, sir. That's my bugle call. Only lagged once. Well, that's not bad going, is it, for a battery of 2 hours? And everyone's got different internet connections as well there. Yeah. So yeah, see you, Jason. I was a bit late seeing that, but thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. And that's the advantage of us doing sort of like longer sessions. So people arrive late there, or even early, want to go early. That's absolutely fine. We're stress busting here, and I don't know how I keep talking for 2 hours. Obviously, I must be insane. I don't think I've even paused for breath. Have I? I might have done. I'm too good. And also as well, I've made sure I haven't drunk too much water, so I haven't had to go to the toilet, which is good. What do streamers do? Because I saw a stream the other day. Where Yeah, that's a good tip, Texie. Thank you. I saw a stream the other day where they did a 5-hour stream. How did they not go to the toilet in that stream, or did they just maybe they just left it behind? Did they and said put it on an advert or something that said they'll be back? Yeah. Okay. Well, Bruce Lee. Yeah, that's a game. I think that's been remade as well. Is it by Alan Turvey? Might have remade that game. Okay, so normally at this point we'll be having the sort of like wind down, but you know, I'll quickly play the first. I'll quickly have another go at the first game we looked at. It seems like ages ago, doesn't it? Now that we looked at this through the wall on the Horizons tape. Obi and capture, and then I think we'll call it a day. Oh, thanks, Jason. I thought you'd gone. Thank you very much, sir. That's a real nice surprise. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Good. So you know, this is like I'm losing my balls. Don't do any jokes. This is like a breakout clone, isn't it? Really. There. Shall we try and hack into the game after this? So this is where we started. But yeah, I've written down. Hopefully, I can remember a lot of the games that you've been saying during the whole time. So that's good. Yeah, thank you, Jason. Thank you very much. Shall I stay on and do a quick resume of all the games we've looked at briefly? What do you think? It's already been 2 hours. Yeah. Hooray! Right. Okay. Right, I'm sure the internet's got enough server space. You can make the back bigger, Tom. I remember doing that as a kid years ago, but how you do that now, I don't know. I think you just alter the graphic. It's quite easy to do. What I'll possibly do then, and when I get a bit more time, I might hack into the program and save it with a bigger bat. You can also make it that the ball's bigger as well, like too long. If I can get it, really, I need to knock it behind the wall now. Yeah, hooray! Monday. As we said before, though, a little while ago, almost 2 hours ago, it's you know, it's trying to. What am I saying? I've lost the plot of what I'm actually saying. I'm interrupting myself. I was thinking about Ghosts and Goblins on the. No one's mentioned that. I was thinking about that on the ZX Spectrum. It's very monochrome, but with a poke on it, we might get a bit distance on that. Would you like to see? Ghosts and Goblins at some point? As I say, we'll probably drop into Golden Axe tomorrow on the 128k. I'll stay behind the wall. This thing, all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. Yes, you do. You just used a double negative. I think that joke was quoted to Richard Adewardi. It's not mine, so I'm already stealing Richard Adewardi's material. And why not? He's a quality, super cool, super guy. Shows I've watched him on, well, the IT crowd, obviously, but I don't think it's coming back. The Travel Man he used to do that was good, and Gadget Man that was always pretty good. Oh, thank you, Kono Baggy. Thank you. I think I will stay on a bit longer then because it seems to suddenly be picking up at the end, which is helping me greatly. I love you. Thank you very much in a man sort of way. Yeah, good. Thank you. So, what did we do after this one? We went to we did a pretty good long thing of Worst Things Happen at Sea, didn't we? Really. Shall we have a quick go at Paperboy again after this? After this, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Golden Axe. I'll have to choose Gilius Thunderhead though, as we said before. He's my favourite. Although the other characters are good, but Gilius for the win. For you, the free games on the Sega Mega Drive, I do prefer the Golden Axe 1 though. It's Golden Axe 2 and Golden Axe 3. I think the first one is better. It has that good thing. I think Texie, if we did do Ghosts and Goblins on the ZX Spectrum, I think I'd have to have a poke on it. I mean, on the review on the Commodore Amiga, I think I've got quite a bit of a distance, which the gods must be shining at me on that point. But on the Spectrum, it is very, very tricky, isn't it? You have to get points there. Thanks, Counter Baggy. Thank you very much. Good. So there's been a bit of activity today, which I've been I'm blessed with. So thank you there. All good. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a long time, Tom, since I've played it on the 128k. It's been quite a while. Yeah. Okay. So out of the games I played today, what should we have a quick another go on? Should we go on to Paperboy again, and then save it up for tomorrow? Possibly. Right, okay. See, at the top there on the chats, it tells you, I think, who's donated the most there. I think it gets pinned to the top who's doing the best. So thank you there. There's a lot of activity before by Dave, and I'm sure all Dave's individual ones might add up so he's up the top there, and Pum Pum as well there, I think. Right, okay. So, or do they stay there briefly and then disappear? I'm not quite sure. Right. So what we'll do to finish us off on, unless you want me to keep going, of course, for the games we looked at so far that are queued up, we'll just have a quick go again of Paperboy without the cheat on it, and then that'll be it, and we'll just have a brief chat, and then skedaddle, make skedaddle plans. So QA, O and P, and N to fire the newspapers. In Paperboy 2, you could on the other versions at least, you can choose to be a paper girl. Also. Let's see if I can remember my tracks this time. So relaying your Paperboy days again. Off we go. The papers regenerate. Well, it's Monday. Are you getting a bit of deja vu here? Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I thought the keys weren't working then, but really I was clicking the wrong button. Right, smash everyone's windows. Now, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but secretly I want you to. Did you have a paper round where you had to smash everyone's windows? And if so, what newspaper was that? I think they should be struck off. You've never been a paperboy, Costado? Well, yeah. What did you do instead? Do you maybe have like a Saturday job, or you was okay regardless? I think after my paper round, I worked at a supermarket, I think. I was on the checkouts originally, and then they put me on... It was my responsibility. They put me on at the weekend. Eggs and milk were my territory. So if you want to know anything about eggs and milk, then I'm your man. I had to keep stocking those shelves, and eggs could break. I never unloaded the lorries because I didn't have enough strength. I was a little bit wimpy. But I always used to push the trolley through the milk, put it on the shelf, and that was my thing. I did something else as well. What was it? Eggs, milk, and juices. That was it. Orange juice and all that sort of stuff. You dump the papers in the back garden. Well, that's good. Yeah. It's a bit like that's the quickest way to go for quick money, but then you get sacked. It reminds you of that joke, really, that you don't need a parachute to actually go skydiving. You only need a parachute if you want to do skydiving more than once, and that's good. That's true. I wouldn't try and test the theory, but that is quite true. Yeah. Beep beep beep. I must admit, when I was quite new to paper rounding, because I started quite young, I did get the round wrong, and after a couple of weeks I realised I've been leaving the papers to the wrong person. I don't know if the person that didn't get their papers complained to the shop, but they never told me. They never told me that they did. And it's then I moved to doing the Evening Echo, where I was actually, as I said before, collecting the own money. Hey, Rosie, he was a trolley boy. I bashed into that guy. I was a trolley man as well, but it was before the time they had the pound coins in. I used to like doing that trolley around. Basically, no one told you what to do. You was quite straightforward. You was under no time restraints. I mean, you only ever run out of trolleys around about Christmas time when the place was packed. So that was a good job. That was good fun. It was just me, and there was quite a older guys doing it. Which, well, I say older guys, they're probably the same age as me now. But that was good. And then they moved me indoors doing the eggs and milk, and it was like game over really. But it was good back. It was good back in the day. I've done a few other stints at supermarkets since for a few months there. So I don't mind it. It's less stress. Maybe I should. No, I don't really want to do it. I don't want to do it again. I want to make this work. Well, I suppose I could do it part time, couldn't I? That might take a bit of the stress off as well. So I run over all this person's super plants. Beep. Right. So we're going to get to the assault course, where hopefully we don't get assaulted. You don't want to get... Oh, look at that. I crashed into a wall. Evening Echo, all the local news. There used to be an old guy that sell the papers, and he used to like at certain corners, and he would announce stuff. Evening Echo, all the local news. So good, I even read it myself. Now, that's a sales pitch, isn't it? If he reads it, well, I think we should read it as well. Oh, I thought I was going to get round that bloke. He looks a bit like Doctor Who. Don't break the windows of the White Houses. Oh, right. Okay, Texie. I thought everyone that had a post box you had to deliver to, and everyone you didn't have a post box to, you smash the house in. Have I got that wrong? Have I been playing this wrong all this time? I thought whenever it said son, you deliver the paper. We'll have son to a daddy takes a T-bird away. Right. Oh, oh dear. Yeah. So I shouldn't have smashed their windows then. Is that what we're saying? Oh well, I'm a maverick paperboy. He does what he wants. Whoa, round there. The wheels are turning. So every other version of Paperboy you'll see, it tries to at least mimic the colours of the arcade. Spectrum doesn't do that. Spectrum goes its own way. And that's why we love it. It's got its own charm that you won't see anywhere else. Sometimes I'll get a comment in the comment section about why you playing this, and that's because people are looking at it without the nostalgia element on it there. But you know, I love Nintendo. Oh, sorry, I love Commodore 64 as well. I didn't own one, but I've liked the Amstrad games I've seen on other channels. Whoa! But the ZX Spectrum, I grew up with this one, so you know, so it's always going to be hard to beat. Dalek Attack is a good game. Dalek Attack is a good game. There's so many I could look at this live stream, isn't there? Really, you know, Plunder, as you said, the Wild Bunch. We're gonna have a look at Golden Axe tomorrow. So ones that last a little while there. So we're going sort of like good. So we're almost getting to 8 o'clock now. What do you want me to do? Have you had enough? Or do you want me to keep going for about another quarter of an hour or so? We could try and extend it with the games we've already looked at. I'm still feeling good. I still got my water here as we zip through. It's like a lap of honour, I suppose. Or when people say bravo or more or something like that. Darling, actually, I've been meaning to do a video of not a gaming video of this. I bought this Dalek, right? You sometimes might see it in the background of when I'm doing the vlogs. You'll see it in the background there. You might see it next to the cushion. It's quite small. I've never put any batteries in it, so I don't know if it works or what it says or anything like that. So I might to put a video of just putting the batteries in and see what it says, because it might not even work. But what's it going to say? It's about to say exterminate or kill the doctor or something like that. Dave, thank you very much, Dave. You must be at the top of the charts now if they added these all together. Right. What is the most powerful baddie in Doctor Who? Is it the Daleks or the Cybermen or the Garlics? I think Garlic is the only thing that rhymes with Dalek. Garlic's the only thing that rhymes with Dalek. That's it. So if you're doing a poem about Daleks, which I don't know where I'm going with this, then you're going to have to use garlic at some point. Daleks are scared of garlic. Count Dracula is supposed to be scared of Daleks. I suppose he might be scared of Daleks, but he's supposed to be scared of garlic as well. But if you played it on Attic Attack, the big yellow cross would be good enough. I would say so. That 2 hours has gone past super fast, hasn't it? It doesn't feel like 2 hours to me. It feels like about half an hour. That's gone super fast. Yeah. I mean, yeah, remote control. I mean, what was I going to say? It is a new Dalek, so if you got one from back in the day, I remember having one. Having one as a kid, really. And I wish I could find that again, but I think it might have got thrown out or gone to a boot sale there, which is a bit of a shame because it'd probably be worth quite a bit. It's bigger than the one. It's bigger than the one I've got at the moment there. There's, I think you can get. Feels like 20 minutes. It does, doesn't it, Gumdio? I think you can get full-size Cybermen as well. But some of these aren't like toys. They're like collector's items. You might see when I do the vlogs in the background there. You've definitely seen it. It's the Stormtrooper, which I like, which adds a bit of colour. Batman as well, and a few cushions and stuff. But you can get really expensive ones. I saw on Amazon. There was Ed 209, and that was sort of like £300 to £400 or something, with really fantastic detail. So a bit too much to have in the background of my thing. Probably be best with just doing my cheap ones in the back. I think that Stormtrooper was about £12, I think, in the sales. I think so. So let's just round this one off with a classic then. I've only got a few games queued up. We've gone going those a few times. Let's just end it with old Top Hat. Let's end it with old Top Hat man himself, and then we'll say goodbye. Let's get that arrow off the screen. Who's put that there? What direction should we go in this time? Actually, a few of you mentioned before there about the tropical island from the yacht. So we try and get there because I've never ever got there. There's like an island to find. So let's try and get there. We'll do that. Do. Right. Actually, it's playing the music for Manic Miner on this. I think it used to play it when I was a rich man, didn't it? Yeah, I think this version, the version I had played If I Was a Rich Man. This is playing the Manic Miner music. So I think, is this the way to the yacht? Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that picture, yeah, check out that picture on my feed showing a bag, or maybe you can put it back on your feed or whatever. That was fantastic what you had there. It's a remade prop, wasn't it? I think that looks absolutely stunning. It looked like the real thing. I wouldn't have known any different. Yeah, it was absolutely awesome. Definitely check that one out. I do like a Dalek. That was huge. That's a great Dalek. I'll have to have the voice change. Pum pum, thank you. Thank you. You're definitely in a battle with Dave P, aren't you, really? Yeah, but don't put yourself out there. Only do it if you can afford it. But all donations are really, really welcome when I try and get myself out of this tight squeeze that I seem to be in. But if I could do this full time, it'd be absolutely amazing, because I've got lots and lots and lots of ideas where I can take this. I wouldn't let you down. I'll always keep you involved, and as I say, I think it could be something special. Imagine if we then had streams every day, well, most days, on 1080p. It'd be magical, wouldn't it? It'd be magical. Am I going the right way? Is this the way to the yacht? Is this the way to Amarillo? I've been weeping like a willow. Oh, how'd you get to the yacht, folks? That's the back door. Is it this way? Is it this way to the yacht? Does this turn up? Does this turn up at the beach? Yeah. Does this turn up at the beach? The tool shed. This is where you look. This is called the tool across here. Right. Right. Okay. So, there's a switch somewhere? Is there? How do I do this switch? Yeah. Early day streams. Right. Go here. Thank you for your kind comments. Thank you very much. No, we're in bonus territory here. This wasn't planned at all. There's a switch to the the island somewhere. Where is it? Where is the switch? Where is it? Does anyone know where the switch is? Right, okay. Is it up here? It might be up here. Well, I'm at the front of the ship now. The water's magenta, which means it must be heavily polluted. Well, I've only got one place to go. I'm going to have to go down here and over that thing, which looks a bit like the things in the warehouse from Manic Mine. Is this going to be a conveyor belt? It blooming is, you know. Right. I seem to remember that you follow this thing really closely, and there's an invisible switch. Is that where it is? Or maybe you just have to get that item. Right. Oh, God. You've got to go very close. It's somewhere around here, isn't it? Yeah. Nick, if you were Doctor Who would you like as Sideman or Dalek companion? Who would I like as companion? Well, that's a good one. I always like Gillian Anderson. I think she'd make a good companion. Oops, there we go. Who else? Billy Piper, she's there. I always had the hots when I was young. I always had the hots for Janet Jackson. Maybe Janet Jackson, age about 20 something. We can do a bit of dancing while the Daleks are taking over some planet, and then we didn't notice. Alright. How do I get past? I'm in a death loop. Oh, I got round that. Is that the switch? Have I now hit the switch? Maybe we do that for next from Countdown. She went for a bit of a bad time, didn't she? She had a reporter there. But I like Carol. Rachel Riley, of course. You know. Right. What about? I tell you who I'd really take. I'd take Maria from this. I'd take Maria as my assistant. I'd want someone that's quite clever, but although she might be a bit lazy, mightn't she, Maria? Maria, Acma Maria. There is a switch somewhere here to activate the island, but I don't know what it is. I was hoping I'd bump into it at random. Right. I think I'm stuck now. I think you're sort of like done for, aren't you? Oh. Yeah, I mean, if we could do Commodore 64 emulation, that would be good. That would be good. It's a bit of a sorry yacht. Yes, it is a bit of a sorry yacht. I think the switch is there, isn't there, somewhere? I think there. Okay. So I think if we've been going much longer, well, just a few minutes longer. Yeah, I'm tempted to go on, but I think we will actually leave it there. So let's have a bit of a wind down. Tuesday we'll be going. I'll put up an alert system. We might go for 2 hours. We might go for 2.5 hours tomorrow. What do you think there? Might go for 2.5 hours. So thank you everyone that's has watched the live stream this one time round. As I say, it went super fast, so it must be sort of like a view, because you seem to still here. It must be a view to maybe look at 2.5 hours or 3 hours to see how that goes. The internet seems to be quite stable, but it's only takes some person in the house maybe to download something or start watching the football or something, and then we're in a bit of trouble. So thank you Dave, thank you Pum Pum, thank you Julie in particular, and thank you Paul as well for donating in the super chat. That really helped. And also again, thank you to everyone that's watching the channel, who has subscribed and also took part, because that's what it's all about as well. We're all a good group, and it's only the community only sort of like really comes across when we do one of these. It's really nice to see you having conversations with each other as well. Are you a bit late to the party, Thomas? Don't worry, Thomas. We will be doing another one tomorrow from 6 to 8. We might even be going a bit longer, and what we were saying is next Monday we might be going for 3 hours for people that get home from work late or go a bit late, Thomas. So don't worry about it. We'll be there tomorrow, and we might have a further one in the week if I can get the Atari 2600 to work. So thank you very much, everyone. As I say, thank you once again. Been a real pleasure. It really has. Hope I'll keep you entertaining. So next time, take great care of yourself, and very fond. Well, tomorrow it'll be. Goodbye.